finish the campaign, we can tell people, hey, we did a 1 to 20 campaign, and we did it in only 30 sessions. And it's not because we leveled so quickly, it's because the last session took 200 hours.
Yeah, 200 parts.
I don't know. Alright.
Alright, well, we're on the internet now, so hello, stream. It's a little extra sort of short session, I suppose. We're starting an hour late, and I'm rather sick. So bear with me if the camera might be dozing off at times. Like this thing should be. But yeah. Welcome. Also recording. Following. Just letting my co-players here know that we're on the internet.
We are indeed. Let's not waste more time. So how about we start with a recap by someone who isn't horribly sick?
Yes, last time. We, after having found out that the king was talking with, the, I guess, somewhat avatar of the Scylla personified in the old blind woman, we immediately teleported there and caught them red-handed, and the fight really begun immediately. Dario's banished. Who did you banish, or did you just instantly murder?
I used to spell magic on the Scylla, figuring it had a bunch of buffs, but then I severed the connection between that and the avatar.
And the lady.
Sweet.
In the beginning of the fight, so really it was just us beating up a bunch of slightly mutated merfolk. Just, grinding that XP, and then the Scylla tried to reconnect, and luckily Sereth was there overwatching, tired of being targeted as a caster.
No,
and
luckily Sheep was generous enough to counterspell it, despite Raw that definitely shouldn't have worked, but he thought it was cool.
So after this grand battle, we were like, yo, man, don't do that to us. That's not cool. We didn't want to, also kill the king of the merfolk, but we were basically like, hey, that's not cool. We're gonna fight the Scylla. We're gonna, free all, but we can't really make you agree with us, and we're not going to. And then we told the guards, we were like, yo, hey, this is what happens. This is what he was doing. Maybe watch out if you see her again, because that probably means that these evil other mutated merfolk, are gonna come back and try and corral you all together again and take you down there. So, giving them some pointers so that they can save themselves, as, the best way to do things. And then we got a +3 shield the next day, and that was really that's really the point of it all in campaign. No. Got that shield, and we dived into, well, as you can see on the map, a big fucking hole. Turns out that the Scylla was not just waiting like 20 meters down to encounter us, but indeed has a big lair. In fact, we're not sure that this will be where the Scylla is. Presumably, something big and monstrous is down here, which, is a good clue. Then we met down here a fish. Right? That was someone having possessed a fish, and they wanted us to...
A skeleton sort of telepathically controlling
Yes,
small fish to speak telepathically for it, to draw us further into the cave.
Yeah. She had some mission for us. Some quest.
That's where we ended it.
Go and kill kill the abomination made out of her dead
Husband.
lover.
Yes.
Who is now a crab monster in one of the upper caves. In return, she told us that we might find a big turtle that lives a bit further down, which might have a way for us to deal with the pressure damage that we would take if we continued further down on our own.
Yeah.
But the turtle likes big, shiny gold and stuff. We have some of that, but let's see if we can find something that we're not attached to in the cave.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, that is what happened. So I suppose we're following the fish or the directions to fight this crab monster.
All right. You have been told that the thing to watch out for is basically a cave on the more or less upper levels of the abyss here, which should probably be fairly obvious because the monsters that Luferia had loved to turn people into had a tendency to decorate their nests with bones and such. They liked their art, and their method of doing art remains very, very macabre, as is Luferia's, of course, calling card. She's no longer around, but her creations sure are. Finding it is not difficult. In fact, you basically found it earlier. So, bit of backtracking, swimming upwards. The only difficulty you encounter in these upper levels is this sort of cloud-like, inky blackness that sort of hovers over in the upper area here. Makes vision a bit more difficult. Basically cuts your vision ranges in half. You can only sort of faintly see the cavern edges. But it is unlikely to be a problem in the cave proper. As you approach, I would like some perception checks.
Can do. Do we have any disadvantage or something from the reduced sight?
That would make sense, wouldn't it? Let's say yes.
Shit anyway.
Demos with a 14, area of 12. That's 9. Approaching, you see the macabre sight of plenty of bones scattered about in what might initially appear as a haphazard fashion, but it's actually sort of, there's little shapes and such that the bones are arranged in. And looking a bit further, Demos spots more than that. There isn't much vegetation or flora around at all, but it does seem like closer in the cave, there's seems to be like seaweed or like other thick plants sort of swaying in whatever subtle currents are running through the cave, obscuring sight somewhat. However,
Demos knows what to look for.
Yeah, Demos knows what to look for, and that is not vegetation at all. That is
dead body.
Yes. Coming closer, you can see that at the cave entrance, sort of near the edges, slightly inside the cave, there are two bloated, bluish, like half-decayed bodies who seem to be anchored down into the ground, basically hip and below, sort of waving like in the currents, as if, similar to seaweed drifting around. Coming closer, however, you're likely fairly happy that smelling isn't really a thing underwater. Because there sure would be a stench accompanying all this. But all you see is the tranquility of underwater and the grisly sight.
Point it out to the others, make sure they see it. And then just look to area it. I mean, no reason to get too close. We know it's a big crab monster. You're not supposed to have these things on top of it, so...
Yeah.
Sort of artillery bombarding it with whatever range you have on your spells.
I was gonna say, is it one or two? There are two bodies. Does it have two bodies?
I don't think that really changes things for us.
No, that's... Well, I'm wondering if it's eat time or not, you know.
Oh.
So it changes stuff for me, you know.
Alright, fair enough.
The ghost did mention that there are going to be multiple of these things in the cave. One of them, however, is the only thing he really cares for.
Yeah, well, that's fair. Okay, so well, in that...
That's using...
Sorry?
Not to if we decide.
You're very quiet.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just said, even so, Demos is correct. There's no reason not to prioritize using artillery if we have line of sight on them.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. I just wonder. I don't want to Eldritch Blast it if there's two of them. Then I'm gonna, throw a big thing.
Oh, fair enough.
But yeah, you know what? I'll throw a second ingredients in there. Oh, is there a battle map, or are we?
Not yet, no. You're still quite far away, like 200 feet plus.
Slowly creeping up. Guess we don't make a lot of noise here either.
Oh.
Those things down here would sense movement.
Yeah.
Like Trevor said,
where did you get SWAT gear? Throwing a grenade in there.
So you want to lob a sickening radiance into the entrance?
Where they are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see. What's the range on that? 120 feet. Yeah, sure. You can swim closer. The fake vegetation amongst the bones does not seem to react to you coming closer. But as soon as you throw your spell, and the spell takes effect, the creatures do very quickly unburrow and scuttle deeper into the cave, hiding beneath the cave walls to not give you free line of sight. The spell will at least hit them once. So I'm gonna roll some saving throws. Where are they? Where are they?
You can't save 18.
Can't save, you say. 1 and 2.
So 1 fails, yeah?
1 appears to fail.
Takes 40-10 radiant damage and suffers 1 level of exhaustion. Invisibility is impossible.
Ooh.
Alright.
Alright.
Roll me some damage.
Yes. 40. 10. 21.
21.
Radiant damage, I suppose.
The light
radiant damage.
burns one of the creatures as it scuttles deeper into the cave.
So I'm not sure that if it's some kind of... Well, I guess if it's not an undead, it might care about,
Well, it would have to be undead
devils.
because it's made from, like, a person.
Yeah.
Could also give me another perception check, Harriet.
Yes. Those were just small crabs. 16! Oh, do I need to make it a disadvantage?
You're close enough that I think the murkiness of the waters doesn't affect you too much. It's a bit better near the edge of the chasm too. You certainly got a better look on at least the creatures you were shooting at here. They are certainly as described. A actually rather massive crab body with nasty looking claws. Although noticeably the fake dead body that they have on their backs does not just seem to be bait. It certainly moved like, it was still the upper body of a creature, and in fact appeared to quickly produce a primitive looking spear like weapon that it sort of grasped and ran away with, suggesting at least some intelligence even.
All right, interesting. She'll tell the others that yeah, apparently it's not just a hiding mechanism.
I suppose none of us will have the opportunity of surprise.
Nope.
Good to know, though. That is.
Yeah.
Not just a corpse.
Well, I guess there's only one way to
Actually, hang on a
deal with
sec.
them.
I still haven't resummoned Juniper. I could resummon Juniper as a fish, and we could get eyes in there.
Wasn't she an
Let's see
octopus at one point?
Yeah, she died, so I just I forgot to resummon her in the morning.
Right.
Because we were sort of wrapping up the session. So I could do that. Could while we wait for the sickening radiance to die.
Well, I mean, if there's nothing here, and they fled out of it, I might just dispel it, or like.
Sure. Regardless,
Yes.
I think I'm gonna bring.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna get familiar in here, an aquatic-based one.
Take a look at their fake papier mache, whatever, seaweed here. You know.
Yeah, it's just Juniper still as an owl, but like cosplaying as an octopus. Yeah, want to take a look ahead of time before we go in, or do you want to just rush in?
Yeah, you should. You can scout. I mean, might as well.
Yeah.
Might be
Well,
hard to spot them, I suppose. Well, dead bodies, though. I mean, I feel like. But Arya will definitely like. They moved very quickly, as you could see. Well, depending on how close you were, I suppose, if you could see it.
Yeah, they may just come in and just take her out, I suppose. Yeah, it's just. We got Demos and Xerxia. What are they gonna do?
Stab them.
It seems like
Hardly.
I mean, they're gonna try and stab Demos, and
And
give them
then
the
hit the
claws.
+3 shield and the armor, and Xerxia is completely untargetable.
You can target her with area attacks, but she does have evasion.
Yeah, exactly. So, pretty sweet setup you got.
Yeah, the feat didn't look so good on paper, the mounted combatant, but
Well, I mean, yeah, normally speaking, it's situational at best, but this is the situation.
I was gonna say it's a dragon, not a
It's
horse.
exactly the
you know?
situation. Yeah, it's perfect.
So it's a little more. It's like, I mean, how often would, I guess, if your demon is a dick, he'll target your horse. But like, I feel like,
Yeah.
an innocent animal, you know.
no, that'll happen if you charge around on him.
Yeah, I guess.
Especially
Yeah,
with
there's
the
some
feat
pretty
that you
solid
could use to
exploits you
prevent
can
it.
do, especially with the rogues like bonus action aim. You'd be like, I'm not moving, my horse is moving. Anyway, let's
Alright.
go kill some stuff.
Did you want to send Juniper in first, or
No, because
Off the plan.
if they're that fast, then they're probably just going to kill her before I see anything. So
I mean, they scuttled as fast as you think large crabs could. They're not
Oh.
lightning fast.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't know that crabs are known for their.
all right, I guess I'll
Incredible.
have my thumb on the pulse for sending Juniper back into the pocket plane, and have her be an octopus and have her like go in the middle of the room, like focus in the middle, so that they have to come out of the ground and like come to you to hurt you.
Well,
Um,
octopi definitely faster than crabs,
And crabs, yeah, exactly.
especially if the crabs have to get out of like the
All right.
bottom.
Octopur. What do your
That's the main reason that it
What
had
do
to be
your
an
eyes see?
octopus.
yeah for the pun?
Yes.
Let me show you a bit here.
Ooh.
It's flipped around. That bothers me. Give me a second. How about I just do this? Aha. So you can just expose. Oh, that's a bit much. But we'll go with it. Juniper swims inside, sees a cave, and the next thing that happens, I'm not going to bother with initiative, is that the crab creatures go here and stab at her with a trident-looking sort of
there we
cobbled
go.
together spear.
So exactly what I thought would happen. Just all right.
That
That
was
was
a
a waste of
natural
10 gold.
20 too.
Cool. Yeah, Juniper dies, but I see what's up. I'm like, Darius just sort of looks like, yeah, that's pretty much as predicted.
Yeah, you can definitely see two of them, presumably the
Alright.
ones that Ariad attacked.
Yeah.
Sort of having taken some cover so you can't see them from outside, but they seem to be guarding the rest of the cave.
There we go. I will relay that to my companions. Two of them, one on each side, waiting to stab whatever comes through there.
Well, it is a bit harder to target them as long as you can't see them, but I mean, should be plausible. So of course they'll just keep
Would
going
prefer to not
in,
go first.
I suppose. You make like a wall behind them. They can't just scuttle out of range.
They'll come for us if we go in here.
Yeah.
And as long as we're ready for them to strike back at them. Alacrity will
Let's
help
do
us go early.
Yes. Well.
Yeah. Let me just check how my detect some undead things works, because that seems relevant.
Seems relevant, yeah.
Unless it's not brilliantly gifted in terms of perception.
Yeah. I
Um,
think the dodge action and then
as an action, we can do it. So I guess if I move carefully, can I just sort of detect within my reach here? As I move in with like a move action and then it's within 60 feet. That is not behind cover, actually. So probably being in the mud is cover.
I mean, you could try.
Yeah, I'll try.
So you want to slowly go inside and try to detect them with your paladin sense?
My divine sense, yeah. Celestial fiends are undead. But
Sure.
are not within cover and are within 60 feet. Oh, actually, never mind. I have a limited number of uses of this, so it would be more like a once ping once we get to the entrance. I
Okay.
can't just do it continuously.
You can head inside. Finding them will not be incredibly difficult, as they will attack you as soon as you get close.
Do I expend my use of divine sense?
You don't really have to. Do you want the giant shark to follow you?
No, he's a non-combat.
No,
He'll
he's
hang
gonna
out.
be our pet. I don't know how we're gonna bring him with
We
us
trust
home,
Harper.
but
I'm gonna, just for having more space's sake, move everyone a bit further. And we'll go into initiative. You're not surprised. They are not surprised. Wait. +2.
Name of the game is conservation for me today.
And they are not very quick. I think it makes sense if Demos goes first here.
Right. Tired one.
they don't look like dead bodies.
Yeah, the token is a bit misleading. I don't
Okay.
I don't like the token much, but it's what I got.
No, that's fair. I was like, I hope that I look like that when I die. You know, I'll take the crab thing. Just a six-pack out there. Yeah.
Alright, I'll attack Ictus 1. Just gonna keep it up. With some spear attacks. I figure these are not the ones we're looking for. The nat 20 on the first one.
Against the northern one?
The southern one, the tired one.
Tired one, okay. Yeah, those both definitely hit.
So that'll be 3 extra damage. Wow. And then a bonus attack, right? It's a bonus action. 19?
1 and more 11. You lay into him. They are sturdy creatures with unholy fortitude, but you are certainly leaving your mark.
Good. And then section will bite as well.
Yeah, Xerxia bites. Yeah, whatever seeming state of decay like their upper bodies are is completely fake. Like they feel as meaty and fleshy as you would expect a living creature, and certainly have some muscles. Darius.
Okie dokie. Let's see here. I think I'm just gonna. I'll give a bardic to Demos. Presumably we're gonna get a short rest at least with Scylla. With resistance to piercing damage. So there you go. Have that. And then I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on the one that Demos has been plinking at, or stabbing down. I will be the one doing the plinking. Pew! 23.
23
Oh, it does
hits.
necrotic damage. That was a dumb idea. Too
We'll
late.
see.
It seems to still take the damage from it.
Oh, great. Awesome.
Doesn't
20
seem
necrotic,
particularly
and until my turn, it cannot heal. Cannot regain hit points.
Also, if you hit an undead target, there's disadvantage in attack rolls against you.
Oh, so
Yes.
it does. Very cool.
They're not undead. They are in fact monstrosities. They're just pretending with the whole dead thing. Ariat. Southern one looks like it'll soon be introduced to the actual, concept of death. As there's certainly
Yes.
some wounds.
Indeed. I'll Eldritch Blast that one, and any others go to the next, of course.
Hit. The 16 misses, however.
Yeah, I bet.
So the first one seems to be a natural 20.
Oh, hey! So roll a d10 again. That's how crit works, you guys. There we go. Hey!
A 9.
Bam.
The blasts of force smashing into these creatures. They have some bulk to them, these creatures, not being moved as much as Arian might expect from her onslaught, but like there's parts being ripped off, like the exoskeleton or whatever that crabs have. ripping open in places, like greenish, bluish, weird blood soaking into the murky waters here. They are upset. They are angry. Open their mouths, presumably making some strange sound, although the water doesn't really transmit that very well, as this guy will just go forward and stab. They're not incredibly smart. He will stab with his trident twice, targeting, well, it doesn't really matter. Presumably Zerg's here, but, you know. And 2 claws. 23s, I believe, will not hit, however.
A new shield. What do you think for that?
This one.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I mean, how smart is this guy? Pretty smart. Okay, he'll provoke and go for the backline. Those both hit. Ouch. 36. Then he will stab at Ariat. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Crit on the claw, looks like. Guess.
Yes, that is a natural 20 on the claws.
All right. I will shield to not be hit by the 22, but 27. The crit will of course still hit.
Okay, you take 6 bludgeoning damage and you're grappled.
Okay.
Big crap claw.
He holds you in a thick, meaty
Claw.
crab claw.
Yeah.
I
Demos.
imagine it's like claustrophobically dark in here. Like the loom of it. Just keep smacking.
Yeah,
the
it's
one who's
really
fighting
creepy.
her. Only one hit?
21, yes. 30 damage. The first attack is actually enough to destroy the crab. It slumps into the field of bones that you're fighting on here.
Go there and divert the 18 damage to this one. He's expecting there to be more of these things, so no need to get too fancy yet. It looks like a miss.
That is a miss.
Dragon bite. Shot.
That is.
She does good damage, all things considered. A
There
character
is.
that hasn't ever leveled up.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
He's still a dragon. That counts for something.
Yeah, Bardic to Ariad for piercing resistance as well. And Chill Touch is a ranged attack. So that gonna Booming Blade. Draw my Mithril Xiphos slash at him. Plus, yeah.
That
26.
sure hits.
5 damage, or 5 slashing damage, 9 thunder damage, and then if he willingly moves,
Without any context whatsoever, let me ask: is Booming Blade loud?
I would imagine so. Let me pull up the actual spell. Yeah. Yeah. Getting tank shock
It doesn't
in here, or
specify
summoning
on like thunder.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. That was one.
Thunder wave specifies that it's loud. This one does not.
It does not give a range within, like
think-
everybody hears it within 300 feet.
All right, let's assume it's average combat loudness then.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, you strike with the Xiphos. Although, do you currently have a swim speed?
I do not.
Then you have got disadvantage on the attack.
Oh, that's a. And that's well back there. 26. Oh, did I? No, this one doesn't. Just click again, or I did click it a second somewhere.
Just give me a d20. We
Sure.
can figure it out. I've got a +9. That would still be a hit. Okay.
Wonderful. 5 slashing, 9 thunder, 12 if he moves.
Right. Arid, you're grappled by a gross crab claw.
Yeah. Yeah. That is disturbing. I think I'm just gonna Misty Step, you know.
That's one way to get out of it.
Well, what's the other way?
Fair.
The other way would be a acrobatics or athletics check.
And that would be a standard action?
I believe so. It's just an action you take. Yes. Yes, it is an action to escape a grapple.
Alright. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna try that first then. Can always do that after. 1d20 plus I have high acrobatics.
That's plenty. You can
Damn.
move.
That's right. Clear that state. And that's an action?
Yes.
Well, then, I guess I'm not doing much else really.
Get out.
Well,
Just so you
actually,
can.
I'll throw down my blade, my dancing sword. Might as well. Boop. And it'll take a strike.
All right.
And melee attack. There we go. Well, that's not very useful.
I think you're missing a closing bracket there.
That's right. I have one here. There you go.
That is it.
1d8. Let's go. Roll 1d8. 4. Does that get my bonus? I'll figure that out. I think it does. Right? No, I don't think.
I would assume so. Let me see.
Dancing. Sword.
Uses your attack roll and ability score modifier to damage rolls.
Then add 5 more.
Right. It does 9.
Because I use charisma for attacks. For close range attacks.
All right. The Ictus. We'll just attack Arid. It's pretty stuck. It's also a monster. It doesn't really care much for
damn it.
self-preservation here. 26. 20 and 23.
Might be within the shield at that point.
Yeah. Cast another shield. God damn it. So that would be 1 hit, yeah?
The 26 would still hit, I believe,
Yeah.
for 12 piercing.
Yeah.
Darius gives you resistance, right?
No.
Resistance to piercing.
Oh, for me? I thought it was
Yeah.
from Demos.
No, I gave you one.
Okay.
On my turn. On my second turn.
So I'll heal 6. That's alright, that's a lot better. Man, I'm consuming my first level spots here.
Right. Demos.
Another
Hit
crit.
and hit.
Bonus 2 damage. I'm rolling pretty well.
34, 45.
I'm gonna say, save some for the Scylla, man.
And a miss.
Slicing into this thing. Xerxes, however, just bites into like a crab bit and can't really pierce the armor. Darius.
Rinse and repeat. We're going to use Booming Blade at disadvantage. That one. Wow, the other was a 2. That was bad.
One
That was real bad. As a bonus action, I'm going to use Channel Divinity, Harness Divine Power, and recover 2 first-level spell slots, so I get filled up from what I used from Gift of Alacrity. That should be 2, not 3. That's me.
All right. Arid.
Yes. I will do my special. Sorry, I have to look here. Ah, yes, my booming staff bunk.
That's a hit. For is that a nat 20?
Oh, that
No, it's an 18.
have I updated that recently? That might be a.
It's a plus
1d6
12.
1d8.
1d6? That doesn't seem. Well, that's the weapon. Would it be 1d? How many is it? Yeah.
Healing Blade, I think, upgrades at level 5 to
Yeah,
2d8.
it's 2d8. Yeah, so one more d8 here. I'm not assuming it'll move, so I'm not gonna bother with that.
19. That is inferior enough to destroy it, but it has a thing I forgot. Well, try to roll a save against the damage it took. Which I don't think it'll succeed at. No. But if it had, it would have just kept fighting you. But no. You crush the crab body, and the monster lies still. There's silence in the cave, although looking further in, you can see more seaweed waving in the breeze. Although, you're pretty certain it's not seaweed. There's a bunch of these still, but they don't seem to react to your presence here at the moment.
What is it? Not seaweed. Is it like hair? Like I need to.
It's just in the murky waters. The like fake bodies swinging in the current look a bit like thick patches of seaweed.
Ugh. All right, that's really gross.
Yeah. Nasty.
Who kicked
Yeah.
the hornets last time?
Well, it's a good
Let's
thing
keep
that
going.
we have a quest to go in here, because otherwise I would say that this is the kind of tunnel you're doing. Like go in here and like, seems like there'll be a lot of dead bodies in here. Let's just.
Gemma stay in the back line because y'all got resistance for 10 minutes. So.
Let's say if we hadn't already found Chandra's ritual book, you know,
I'd be like, this is a big guy.
this place smells of Litheria. Is what it does.
So Demas can see these waving bodies. Yeah.
Yes.
He's gonna of course try not to be ambushed by them, but
Yeah, you can see them.
I'd say swim closer to the roof than in the bottom. You know.
I'm gonna move towards. Like I'm gonna do I see one that looks like what was described?
You can see 3 sort of over here and a few more up there. You can give me a perception check to maybe try to identify the right one. No, they're all in seemingly various stages of decay. The description wasn't very precise either.
We have 2 clumps of them.
Yes, one to your south, one to your north. None of them have appeared to move yet.
Like that's an advantage. I just don't know how to harness it.
Do the group of 2. Make the 3 have to move to us if you decide to act at the same time.
I'll go with the south ones then. My idea would be to move quietly and then suddenly rush with Circia and try to poison breath them.
Alright. Go for it. Roll initiative. Yeah, you can see what they are.
Sleeping. Who knows what they're doing?
Demos.
Just gonna do what he was planning to do then.
Coup de grace, coup de grace, coup de grace.
Poison breath. 30-foot cone. Means I can do 2 of them. Screw these guys.
All right. It's a con save. They both fail.
49 poison damage.
49. Okay.
You must begin raining down blows at this number 3 here.
Suffice to say that they are now awake. Against number 3. First one is a miss. 24 definitely hits. 18 also hits. There we go. Poison suffusing the waters, lingering for a second
Yes.
as you stab. Darius.
Yep. Let's see here. There's no reason that Xerxia would need a Bardic because she can't be targeted. So, she'll touch the same one that Demos just went for.
Okay.
Or sorry, you used a breath weapon here. So they all. Did one? Which one took the most? They all fail.
Presumably the one Demos stabbed.
Yeah,
Stab them
that's
bunch.
right. There we go. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Work thing. Yeah. Stab or chill touch that one. Pew. 20.
20 hits. 18.
18 necrotic, can't heal. Just gonna back up a little bit.
Monsters.
Bonus action, can take a nap.
Right. Ariad.
All right. We'll quicken and send a barrage of booming blade. Oh, not boom blades, of eldritch blasts over there. And here we go. And there we go.
The 13 is a miss. The rest hits.
2 crits.
2
Oh,
crits.
wow.
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
Should I just roll the damage together?
Give me separate ones because it might matter.
Okay, roll d10.
Alright, so he takes 14, 22, 31, first of all. Not quite enough. Didn't end up mattering. 24, 36. Just smashing into him.
Hey, I appreciate that you're not, being mindful of not cheating me for damage.
Yeah, it's we're making compromises to play quickly, so I tried to figure that out. Demos, it's your turn. The crabs have unburrowed themselves, brandishing their crabby pincers.
Number number 4.
They're not even good pincers, they're crappy pincers. That
Yes. 2 hits, 22. Also, Ari, you have disadvantage on your next action due to that pun.
Oh, what? I was just about to be like, I miss playing with sheep. He likes my puns. Oh, the wound. Okay,
horror?
yeah, I'm just gonna mute myself now. Crying. You go find my unicorn plushie. Have a talk.
The pun was so good it looped back around to being bad. Darius, it's your turn.
All right. I'm just gonna swim
must
over
be what
here
happened
so that
to
I'm sort of peeking around Demos here and chill touch Chitis 4. Here we go. 25.
Certainly hits for 11 necrotic.
Yep.
Right. Ariad. You can unmute yourself again. I give you permission.
Dry my eyes here. No. I was saying I'll Eldritch Blast number 4, I suppose. Seems like I'm not currently being threatened by them, so just gonna do it.
It might come from the
wow.
north, but
The last one hits.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. I'll move a little closer.
All right, it is their turn. There's a big old dragon in the way. I can't justify them not attacking Demos, even though it's a bad idea. They'll all miss.
It just come and slap them awake, you know.
just what I do.
Yeah.
Stab. 25, maybe? No.
Most rude of awakenings.
All right. Let me...
feel like
Demos.
Continues. I mean, we're here to finish these things off. And,
Yeah.
we promised that we'll do our best. So.
Just a light amount of genocide.
They are horrible Lutheria-made monsters. There's no ambiguity for a change.
yeah.
Yay!
I feel like we're just giving
But you imagine
whoever was made into this piece, you know, by
That's
doing
right,
this.
that's right.
the whole quest. As
You know?
we
It's
zoom
refreshing,
out
though.
and see that this is actually on a PowerPoint in a college like campus and so on.
As
And
we
that's an
see,
example of how the new Dragonlords failed to consider the cultural.
This is our PR campaign.
No, I'm being mean. I am required to be good to have my powers, and I
Alright.
still have them. So
Probably misses.
14 is a miss. Yeah, Demos, you've got that like paladin divine sense, and even if you're not asking it directly, if you know these things are evil, you just know. Like there's absolutely no consideration here.
Richards would be
These are unholy abominations made from, you know, things that might have once been sentient creatures, but have long since lost that.
You know what I'm realizing is that Lutheria is just Sid from Toy Story. It's just like taking these creatures and putting them together and going, ah ha ha ha.
It's not
It's
a
the
bad
worst.
comparison.
Ariad is, you know, she doesn't have the paladin sense. She has the Lutheria
Yeah.
bullshit sense from all the exposure.
have the common sense.
Reach
So,
for this guy.
Yeah. Like, these are horrible abominations. They're probably made by Lutheria. That's my guess.
Alright, this guy will he'll disengage and scuttle sort of.
I'm gonna say, we need you to have Sentinel.
I'll take it if you got one.
Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Can go here.
We strap
Yeah.
the cleats.
Or the shield wall, just put you in the middle. Oh my god.
There we go. Out of the corner of your eyes, you can see movement in the northern part of the cave.
Mm-hmm. Sheep's like, I gotta get them to use some resources.
No, I've been openly rolling. Like you can't
Yeah.
accuse me of anything.
No, I'm not accusing you of anything. Just going for area there. Cause like we're just like, cantrips and Demos just stabbing everybody.
I mean, these creatures have a high enough intelligence score that they can arguably be like, no,
Yeah.
we can't even really bother the walking armor.
Big tank.
For
yeah.
sure.
Really look.
They tried. You know, it's just like pling pling. No, not even didn't they hit. They didn't even hit. It's like, oh, my spear's like not hitting. No, or like working on the armor. No, they didn't hit.
Yeah.
They didn't connect. Demas in his swim plate does have a swim speed, so
Yeah. Darius.
Okay. Thinking about going for the corner, but Ariad is now. How's this one looking here?
Not great. Actually,
Alright.
I lied. It's barely touched.
Barely touched. All right. Darius is not going to be the one to fuck it up before it gets to his turn. No way. I'm getting a kill there. So I'm going to shoot this one. Chill touch. 17.
17 hits.
All right. 10 necrotic. Can't heal. You know, blah, blah, blah.
Alright.
yeah. A thought came to me. Just imagine. I know it's like a diver's plate, but now I just imagine Demos in like one of those old timey diving suits with that fishbowl for a helmet, and I was like, that makes this a lot less cool, actually.
Makes it more
It's in like
scary, doesn't it?
Bioshock armor.
That's sort of what it looks like, actually.
Well, I figured it was like, Australian, probably. So,
This big flag.
yeah.
It's
with
a
the
bit
kangaroo
sleeker
on
and
it.
magical than that, but that's basically the inspiration.
All right. I will staff bonk this one.
That hits for 16. He can't move. Or shouldn't move.
Oh, this is, again, not. I need to be a better person at making macros.
Just 2d8.
Yeah, were they roll? Oh, okay. No, yeah, they're there. I just didn't see the 9. I was like, what?
23 might be a hit.
Fucking, let me see here.
Could be 15 or halved.
Yeah, I might just take that. Yeah. I get that. Piercing. 15. That's 7 or 8.
Hmm?
Halved.
Oh,
15.
it's 7.
I didn't want to, like, I couldn't remember, and I was like, is it rude to just click in 7 and and hope?
Alright, this guy will scuttle along the ocean floor and then swim, angrily brandishing its crabby and crappy weapons. Demos.
What an incredible pun.
There.
Thank you.
Strike. For a double crit.
For double
Oh my
Wow.
god!
Okay, then.
What the fuck?
13, 26. I can't do math. 50 damage. Alright then.
Okay, Demos, okay.
Xerxia misses, however.
That's it.
Sort of a wrap around. Maybe get some flanking going eventually. Yeah, they want to block the entrance so you can't escape.
We're not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with us.
There's.
All right, now I'll try and shoot this one that has gone for the harassing area. 15?
15 is a miss.
Too bad. All right, swim this way.
It's real hard to trap someone who has a wizard with teleport, At least for like random, low intelligence, evil crap people,
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Stuff bonk.
That's a hit. 14. Mac.
That's it.
The thunder part of the staff, making a little water shock wave as it connects. The crab will just keep grabbing. 25, 24, and a 27.
It's a lot of good hits. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Even my shield won't help me.
Might be another crit, too.
11 bludgeoning.
Would it help you if you also got that thing? I think Demos has a thing where you can give someone next to him
No,
+3.
don't have that anymore.
I might be wrong.
Yeah, it was exchanged for mounted combat.
Oh, you
That's-
swapped it
that
out.
doesn't.
Okay.
I could add my proficiency to Xerxes' defenses, or I could just not have them be targeted ever. So,
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Sorry. That is piercing. 13. 8 piercing, and then. Oh, well, they hit 3 times, and then 11 piercing. Alright. That's rude. Right. That hurt me.
Alright. Number 6. Where is he? He's here. He'll
He's here.
bother Demos a bit. Claw, trident, no.
Now, where
Too
were
much.
these rolls before?
Right.
Wow.
I should try to help Ariad here first. Hitting the number 2 still.
You guys have been applying your
Another crit.
resistance, right, to piercing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one are you attacking? Number
The
2.
south one.
That is 35, 38. He's still hanging in there, although barely. That's a miss. Also
It's
miss.
not getting the rolls that she needs.
Number 7.
Sure.
And number 5.
Surrounded.
Malachi, is there a reason you're next to me?
No. Not really.
I think he was trying to stop them all from charging
Oh,
towards
okay.
you this
okay.
way.
That's fair.
They instead went around taking 2 turns to.
Yeah, that's fair. I can't AoE.
I mean, you can. There's nothing stopping you.
Target creatures. The worst kind of spell.
Darius.
All right. There's a lot going on here. Let's do a. I will use a spell. Let's do a
Me
hypnotic
too.
pattern in a 30-foot
Oh.
box that compasses this. Let's get these 3.
Okay.
I was gonna say this.
Something I did forget. They are resistant to magic, being horrible abominations, but see if that actually
Oh.
matters.
It means that they're actually rolling straight, and sometimes they do. They have some, Sometimes I have had to force them to do disadvantage. So But yeah, these 3 can give me a wisdom save, please.
Wisdom. Number 2
Okay,
looks like you
so-
might make it.
Itchitus 2 succeeds just, and the rest fail. So these 2 are patterned.
Number 2 is almost dead.
Exactly. So if one of them had to pass, that was the one. Although it is his turn upcoming, so hopefully he can't slap his buddy awake. Let me see if I got a bonus action to do something about that. I don't think I do, but due diligence. No, unfortunately. So hopefully Ariad can kill him. And then I'll swim away. You just keep swimming.
Yeah, Ari's getting tired.
Swim.
Right, Ariad.
Yes. Yeah, I'll call for a Shadow Blade. Try to be cool, not to spend too much, but this is not right.
Yeah, HP is also a resource that we gotta look out
yes,
for.
which I don't
Yeah,
have a lot of. Right, I
Take a
have to
short
look
rest
up
at
the
some point.
specifications so that I can see when I upcast it. Force level, 56 levels, 48. Yeah, that's good, right? I really use a lot of high level spell slots, so might as well. All right. Yeah, I'll cast Shadow Blade at 4th level. And it's bonus action. And then I will do a Booming Blade on my dude down there. And make sure that I have the right thing here. Yep. All right. Oh, sorry, I clicked it. Oh, boo.
You have Bardic. That might be worth using it.
All right, yeah, it's D8.
Yeah, because that guy goes next, and then he could wake this dude
Yeah.
up.
Look at that damage.
Come on.
I'll just
That's a
read.
lot of them.
Hey!
19
Oh.
hits, yeah. For
Yeah, that's a lot of
43?
fucking.
Yeah, he is dead. He'll try to roll a DC 48 con save, but he does not.
Yeah, I think that like a thing in Ariad like changes, right? It's that I guess as the water turns like red, as he like just reaches out, gathers like the shadows, that it's not hard to find some dark murky shit here, and just reaches in and smack this guy.
This Ictus will try to attack Zexia here. Claw. These rolls are the worst. Good, Demos.
Fight back.
Those are all hits. 36, 47, Zexia misses.
She's not trying anymore.
She's hesitant biting into these things as they're like horrible, twisted abominations that fake being dead bodies. Although she does like dead bodies, but these ones aren't. They're not real, you know?
She's fought worse. Come on.
She's just not feeling threatened because, Demos keeps, swinging his body around to take all the hits.
Wherever it needs to.
Darius, it's your turn.
Okay, let's re-up Ariad's Bardic. So I guess Demos has it for 9 minutes. Ariad has it for 10. And she'll touch the one that Demos is fighting. Phew. Nope.
That is a miss. Ariad.
And some swimming.
No, the other ones are taken care of. So
No time.
Harriet will go over here. And do her shadow boom bit again. Oh my god!
No, that's not going to
Wow.
do it.
Yeah.
You have more
two-
Bardic, right?
Blow the Bardic again.
It's a natural
is
one.
that-
It's probably not worth it, but it's.
Yeah, I don't think so. That's a
Auto
one.
miss.
2 natural ones. Wow. Yeah.
Oh, they're both ones.
Oh,
That's-
they're one. Oh, wow.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do about that.
It's okay. You're burning the ones. You might as well burn them at the same time.
You're
I
not
rolled
wrong.
Unless you have advantage. Well, yeah. So I think it's dim light here, so I would have advantage, but it doesn't matter. So keep rolling the same.
I mean, next to Demos, I believe he has the
Yeah, I have
sunlight going.
I have bright light for
Yeah.
15 feet and then dim for another.
Yeah, the Ictus will attack Ariad. She's there now. 26.
Yeah.
Demos.
Red? No,
Mm,
not for you.
I have a plus
The-
3.
15.
I was like,
misses.
hey, oh.
That one for Xerxia. Like,
The rest are hits. Yeah, he's really not into this fight, is she?
That's okay.
Darius.
28. There we go. Is that a crit? It's 28 for.
She has like the song from Moana, like shiny in her head. She's like bobbing around.
I mean, it might actually that she's distracted by something she spotted in the corner.
Well, I'll move over here. 15. I'm not 15 away. God damn it. Well, I'll think.
That is a hit. 26.
All right, that's it.
Does try to pincer Ariad again? No. Trident? Tridents are good. It's a nat 20.
I'm so happy to hear that.
For 30 piercing.
Oof, oof.
I love
Well,
the
no
resistance.
shield. Hmm?
I love that resistance.
Yeah, it's paying. It's paying.
That's why we don't need a healer.
Gotta
Uh,
say, I always want to play the flavorful thing for the campaign, but sometimes I look at that divine sorcerer, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That 2 hits.
I hear like
The best spell is in the
Titanic
game.
theme, the background.
Darius. The other two Ictusai, I guess,
Oh, I need to do a
still
concentration
seem
check.
fascinated. It's true.
Eh. That's fine.
That'll do it.
And I keep on swimming. Flip the corner past Xerxia. 19 for 12.
That is enough to drop this Ictus.
Yay!
For the sake of time, I mean, you can certainly spend your rounds arranging yourselves around these last two. I strongly believe in your ability to dispatch these without taking any more damage.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah.
For the sake of time, the movement in the cave is gone. Even the current only has the now hacked apart bodies of the Ictus to move around, which certainly do not look like seaweed anymore. But perhaps the source of Xerxia's distraction will be communicated here as, I mean, this was the lair of evil creatures, which is a concept she is incredibly familiar with. And they do tend to have an inherent desire to collect shiny things.
What monsters?
As monsters do. She nods.
Terrible creatures.
How about, assuming you want to investigate?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I mean, we came here for something.
Go
Go get it.
Give me 1 second.
+4
I'm
shield.
gonna say we need a shiny gift.
One of the special things is that the loot is very good, but also super random. Let me see.
Cloak of protection +5. Can you dream?
I have 3, things that give immunity to bludgeoning damage from crushing waters. Oh, perfect. What I needed.
But only when you go downwards.
Yeah, inside, not boxes or chests, but rather the hollowed out remains of giant clams, you find a treasure trove of, well, at least some of it still looks good. There's certainly a lot of gold coins, even platinum coins,
Nice.
a lot of like old paintings and stuff that are just rotted and worthless at this point. But you find basically 44,000 gold coins, gold pieces, rather, with assorted gems and fire opals strewn in there as well, most likely looted from the city up above. And wow, I don't know. Look behind the curtains for a second here. Because the reward is rolling on the treasure hoard table. And the things I rolled are incredible. So I'm just going to give them to you, even though I'm pretty sure this is about as high as I could have possibly rolled here.
Yeah. We only have
wow.
3 attunement slots, so...
Yes.
Yeah, the watchers agonize for the rest of the session.
I mean... notable magic items are also in the hoard of these Igdasai collected over the years, scavenged most likely, including a +3 shield.
What?
I'm gonna screenshot this.
+3 shield off.
It's a +3 shield.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. There's
He
a
was-
siren on it.
he
It's
looks
my
at his +3 shield.
old
Your
heritage.
All right, I guess I'll take the shield that used to be. Oh no, my shield's better.
Just looks
was
at his
his old
+3
shield.
shield.
+3 shield.
You could have had a
Very
+3
good.
diving plate.
There's also a mirror that somehow has survived being here, likely because of magical properties.
Huh?
A very fancy-looking rapier, a +3 rapier, in fact,
Oh my gosh.
and a +1 breastplate.
Wow.
Okay. So fancy mirror.
Well, can I identify ritual the mirror?
You
I guess
can.
I'll do it on all of them, just in case they have any
Running
hidden
mirror.
properties.
I'm stalling a bit because this mirror has so much text.
Okay.
I don't even know what this is. I was like, I could roll these treasures beforehand, but this is also sort of fun.
You look at the mirror and you become the best version of yourself.
No,
Yeah,
not
it's-
interested.
Oh, look, I never came to Thylea. First, I had a good life. I,
Ouch.
I started a business and never did very well, but that's just because we looked after all the employees and helped all their futures. And
Played D&D in the break time.
Demos didn't hit his head so much as a child and became a doctor.
yeah.
All right, the mirror. The mirror is a mirror of life trapping. The
Okay.
identify spell basically explains how it works. You hang it up on a wall. That is a requirement, a vertical surface. And if you speak a command word, any other creature other than you within 30 feet must make a DC 15 charisma saving throw or be trapped inside the mirror in an extra dimensional cell.
Oh wow.
God, I want
Okay.
Hades to be in there somehow.
Oh.
Yeah, creatures trapped don't age, they don't need to eat, drink, or sleep.
They can
and
Pelina travel out.
they can
Boo.
play not travel out, yes.
Well, is it
So,
time
yeah,
to speak
Hades,
whatever
I can do
password
there.
lets them out and then see?
See what's
Yeah,
in there.
said identify, spell, know the command word.
Let's see.
Who needs?
While within 5 feet, you can use an action to speak the name of one creature trapped in it, which you wouldn't know, or call out a particular cell by number.
Oh my god.
Creature named or contained in the named cell appears as an image on the mirror's surface. You and the creature can then communicate normally.
All right, Ariad, go ahead, take 10 temporary hit points, and I guess Darius will just start going like 1, 2,
And plus
3,
2 to
4, 5, just
to
all the way.
AC.
Yeah.
Because we're taking a rest here, is what I'm declaring. Mama needs a new shield. I mean,
Yeah,
we should talk about who gets the
yeah, it's
shield.
okay. Papa
Well,
needs
the
his
beautiful
bardic
thing
inspirations
about
back
the
and his
beautiful
channel
thing about a
divinity.
base +3 item is it doesn't take attunement.
Yes, I know.
So you don't need to take a
that's
short rest.
Excellent.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Just put it on there. Do you
Yeah,
want?
just put it
Do you
on.
have a +1 shield?
Me?
I have a Sentinel shield,
Oh, you have
which
the
is better than
fancy-
a +1. It's not a magic
fancy.
weapon, but it's just too good. I would love to get it upgraded though if we're if we go back to that guy.
Refuse it, man.
I'll put a +1 shield into our pile here. So,
Yes. Oh,
Life trapping.
Right
Is
in the
anyone feeling a
pile.
+3
we need
rapier?
2 mother.
Darius?
Say again?
+3 rapier?
I mean, I can take it, but I rarely.
Yeah, but
Well, the Xiphos was cool because like it gets around shields, but it almost never comes up. So +3 rapier is probably going to be more useful. But
You can,
that's
like-
truly if like nobody has a use for it.
I
it's-
don't
it's-
know. I mean, I have a
Yeah,
Do we think the turtle wants the rapier? I don't know.
That's
Maybe.
the thing. It might want, yeah.
It does look really good. I
If
guess
nothing else, we
can-
do have 44,000 golds for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, a breastplate
boring.
wouldn't be bad. I took off the old one because the Xander's one was a attunement slot. But if it's not attunement, I would.
+1
Plus two
breastplate. I
breastplate would be
believe
pretty-
pure
pretty
items
sweet.
don't have
plus
attunement.
1 breastplate, right?
No, I think it was +2.
+1.
Oh,
Breastplate is +1.
oh, okay. Still probably better than what I got.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll remove it from the loot sheet.
Well, let me check. What am I wearing?
yeah. Thanks for rolling so well, man. That's
Yeah.
nice when things work out for us.
Yeah,
Shield
it was
shield.
an incredibly rich city there. More than likely, more hordes like this collected by, either left there, forgotten, or collected by creatures.
Scylla probably has some good stuff. Probably so does whatever other things live in the other caves, but we'll see.
All right,
Let's
you
make
want
some
to
stew.
see if anything is stuck within the mirror.
Actually, it limits my dex, so it's not even worth it.
Okay.
It's exactly the same, but the thing is made of metal, and I could be metal, so I can put the +1 breastplate back on the pile.
Keep it in the pile.
Yes.
Did I hear that right, Sarah? That Darius would like to go
Yeah,
through all the mirrors?
he just starts
inhabited?
listing 1 through 12 to see if anything happens.
It appears that most of the mirror cells are empty, but one does appear to contain a person.
Okay. And I'm not doing this secretly. The other two can be part of the scene as well, like to see who's here.
Arya's ready. It's like her hands are up, ready to blast.
Yeah. Could be your
They're
ancestor.
in the mirror. We're not taking them out. We're just looking at the reflection and talking to them.
Yeah. I guess
The-
it could be my ancestor. That's true.
The reflection that appears to be the visage of a rather panicked-looking siren. A siren woman. Probably a bit older than Ariad. The clothing you can't really make out, but she certainly doesn't seem like an enormous monster trapped in a mirror, but rather just a person. She looks around, unsure what to say.
Oh, seeing that it's a siren, I definitely back off and sort of, tilt the mirror toward in Ariad's direction.
You can see her sort of tap the mirror surface, of course, from the inside. She says, "Hello."
Hello. My name is Aryat. These are my companions. Can you see?
Vaguely. You're not Pharaohs. That's good. That's
Who?
that. What do you mean, who?
Who
We're unfamiliar
previously
with that
owned this
name.
mirror? Yes, we found this mirror in a cave with monsters in it.
Talking about the god of gods, Pharaohs, the flying, the sun in the sky, the winged angel. He calls himself. Who are you? Did you steal this from him? I mean, I don't particularly like him after he stuck me in here, but that's still blasphemy.
We have
Why were you stuck in here?
She shrugs. I've had a lot of time to think about that, but I'm not entirely sure why.
You should tell him the truth.
Give me an insight.
Oh, I can't use my mom sense. She's older than me.
I mean,
The only power.
she, I'll give both of you the same answer. She seems genuinely puzzled. Although Darius thinks she has a few options she's thinking about, at least.
Took a dump in their garden. Like, can't be it. Yeah, alright. Do like a religion check or something? Like Theros? Is that?
Sure, give me a...
It was like Theros, like the book, the other,
Yes.
like the
Yes,
D&D Greek book.
Give me a
Isn't it-
religion check.
Religion.
that a
Yes,
lion?
my vast
No,
intelligence.
it's written differently. You think about Pharos with a T. This guy is Pharos with a P.
well,
PH. Pharos, got it.
an 8. I have not heard that before.
No.
To be fair, my culture has been lost for like a long time, so
Yeah.
wherever they worshipped, I don't know. We didn't worship anyone in my clan, so
Maybe she'll tell us the story of Pharos, the amazing angel who's so noteworthy, and we are but plebs to have
yeah,
not
I mean,
heard
I
his
would like
name, his glorious name. Please give us a sermon.
And do you
Yeah.
ask her?
Oh,
I
sorry.
mean,
I,
Darius's curiosity is
yeah.
piqued for sure.
I thought someone else was also rolling the religion. All right. Yeah. I'll.
So tempted to blow my net 20, but
I mean, the thing is, Ariad is uniquely positioned to maybe know something about this. Darius probably, like, even in that
No.
20 wouldn't do it.
yeah, no, he's another
Well,
world, right?
I don't know. I don't have anything that'll give me anything for insight.
You still have a bardic.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Yeah, the heart.
You got an 8 on your. Isn't that what that D20 was at the end?
The D20 was religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what else are you gonna use it on?
Yeah, sure. That's true. Oh, there's religion. Yes. T8.
Another D8 minimum 6.
Well,
That-
oh, minimum 6. Okay.
14.
14.
Yeah, Ariad doesn't really know who's being referenced here, although... My headset is off power, give me a second.
No worries.
I'll have Demos to stand in the back fuming. As more people don't know who we are. How dare they?
Alright, Ariad
That's
doesn't
what we
know...
do. Yes.
Another fucking, extra dimensional person.
Right, Ariad doesn't know exactly who's being referenced here, which in and of itself is really weird. Like, Ariad's clan itself
Yeah.
wasn't... Like, the history was definitely, like, passed on and such. Quite a lot of it. I mean, Ariad is knowledgeable about all kinds of things.
Yeah, I mean, also, like, lately she has been, like, her travels around connecting with the tribes has also been about trying to find, stuff about the sirens and other races, but... So, yeah. She might
Yeah,
almost be a little befuddled that she can't, like...
Yeah. Like, that
Speaking-
seems like an important detail that should have survived
A
history.
winged angel worshipped by sirens? Yeah,
Yeah. And thinking back, you do remember seeing, like, plenty of very large, and probably in the past at least, fine statues of a creature you couldn't really associate with any of the native races of Hylia. There was like a centaur god and a merfolk god and
Yeah.
all those things,
Wasn't
and you
there
met some of them.
upstairs in the city, wasn't there a statue of an angel?
Yes.
There were
Oh,
a few actually.
Yeah.
you're right. Do you think it'd be worth? We brought some siren, or scholars, right, and people who were interested, who were just chilling on the boat
It's true.
on the surface. We could,
Ascending.
yeah, do a sending. Ask them if they've ever heard the name.
Yeah, I think that's fair. You
Yeah,
want me to spell it out? Or...
Well, I mean, if there's anything in particular you want to ask, I was just going to be like, "Hey, how's it going up there? Have you ever heard the name Pharos before? It's an angel, and we heard it from a siren." That was my plan. If there's anything else, you got. Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
All right.
I imagine Arya is like having a bit of a conversation while Darius is like, check in.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's
Eric, give me a persuasion check then, or just a. Yep, let's make a persuasion.
Yes,
Well-
let's make a persuasion.
Well, Darius does the sending. The answer he gets after a few moments is no, although very, very little is known about the Lost City of Sirens. Like, that's why it's called the Lost City of Sirens. Nobody even knows the old name of the city. It had a name, probably.
all right.
Wait, I have advantage. So we could get
There you
higher.
go. They've gotten something to speculate and wonder about while they just chill on a boat.
Alright, I'll take the 26.
Alright. Yeah, the siren trapped in the mirror does open up a bit as Arya does small talk. to Arid, it seems like whatever she did to get trapped into the mirror, obviously intentionally by its previous owner, presumably this Pharaoh's character even, whatever reason she is thinking about are super mundane. She seemed to have been like a servant of some sort and maybe, spilled a glass of milk, which is one of the reasons she might list, well, why she was punished so, but they're all absurdly mundane.
Right.
I mean, that tracks for this Greek setting.
Don't age. They don't need to eat, sleep. Bit of magic. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out if their memory is blasted or
Yeah, something
doesn't
could have been.
doesn't look like it.
Could ask them stuff like, what was the city called?
Yeah. Yeah, where are you from? I suppose.
Well, I'm from here from it's the city, the name's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't speak it.
Oh, been erased from memory or something?
Yeah.
Area did that to Area.
She should know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, someone else did it to Area.
No, Mitrust did for me.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
Maybe knowledge of maybe the city isn't just lost physically.
Yeah,
but
I was
that
thinking that
knowledge
maybe
about
they
it was removed
erased it completely.
because she
Like
seemed
even the
Ferris-
idea, the concept.
Ferris seems to be like extremely like important for her. Like we're the weird ones for not knowing it. Not like it's not like a personal thing. It's like it implies that it's cultural. That is completely like you and the other scholars had no idea.
Yeah, Ariad feels, coming from her dancing sword, her heirloom, a sort of mental nod, as well as anger, presumably directed at this Pharaoh's figure.
Oh. Can she like pull on the connection, or is it just the vague feeling?
It's vague and distant, and certainly not feeling super sentient, but there does seem to be strong emotions associated with this whole situation, and presumably even knowledge or memory about it. But it's not like the sword can talk directly.
No. Yeah. It's not really. I mean, I'm a little too warlike. I'm not sure I can like go into my bond and explore. I think Arid will
Don't know your
just
patron.
my sword.
Oh, okay, cool.
Ariad will like start asking leading questions about Theros, sort of like the overall pantheon. Who could his enemies like? Just conversing, trying to glean more information. Trying to steer around like she forgot the name of the city or whatever. If there are sort of holes, take note of them, but steer around them to not upset her fully, because she's let out at one point. There's a big shock coming.
She basically says Ferris's enemies, well, obviously protect us from Sidon after he got upset about us failing to please him, but surely Sidon, I mean, Ferris is fine, right? The gods, they still help us?
He was shaking his head in the background. Like,
What? How long have I been in here? It's been days?
Oh boy.
I am not sure, honestly, but I fear that you have been in there for a while.
more time than anyone knows has ever passed before.
Centuries at least.
millennia.
Huh.
Yes, the world is very different.
Sidon is gone now, but Pharos wasn't even a name known, at least not commonly.
How could he have just been forgotten?
Well, if you say that the city was erased, I wonder
No,
if
it's
no
just
one.
I just can't think of the name. I'm a bit dazzled, I think.
Is it possible that Pharos is the one? Here, I'm just spitballing here. I don't know if the timeline adds up, but we know what happened to Ariad, right? As far as we know, is that the only time of like somebody interfering and like changing reality to make people completely forget that something ever existed?
I mean, give me a history check.
How
I
would we
mean,
know?
yeah, it would be very difficult to
Because
to
you'd
know
have
the
to have
answer to
that
that.
person personally confront that reality.
As far as we know, let's do a history check. I'm actually quite good at these. God, another temptation to blow my net 20.
Yeah, I think Ariad.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh wow. Okay.
36?
36.
Yes.
So
Oh, the list goes.
Expertise!
let me start with Darius doesn't remember an account of this having happened before, other than with Ariad, but he does.
Deuce.
He absolutely does think that it would be incredible irony if what Mitros did to save Ariad from Lutheria was done by the Titans before, using their precedent against them.
That's what I'm sort of thinking here, is that either something was done to Pharos that was exactly the same thing that happened to Ariad.
Yeah,
Maybe either stole, but that might have been one of the powers they stole from the Titans.
Ariad would like to ask, like, this Theros, was he sort of the protector of the city?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he had to. He upstaged Sidon and made us all very happy that we finally had a god who would listen to us and do things for us. To come back to Darius's check here, I'll give you one extra thing.
Yeah.
Like erasing the knowledge of basically effectively an entire people seems like it makes sense that might have been something the Titans did to make sure that nobody realizes the fact that they are not the like immortal, all-powerful super beings and that they can be opposed. Like they effectively potentially erased the fact that there was a rebellion against them just from everyone's memory.
Well, and that's the thing, right? If the more people you have to do this to, the more, like, for lack of a better term, plot holes there would be. Like, people would realize a huge gap in memory. But if you also just fucking sunk the city, then, almost like it was a cover-up. Like some sort of conflict with Theros, and then they just erased knowledge of them and then smote the city for, like, the "how dare you" that they always did.
That's incredible, right? Because they erased all knowledge of any other deities until basically the Five came around.
That's right. We didn't know about
They
the
had
other ones.
monopoly.
Okay,
like,
so that
That's
must have been.
I mean, it's like that's a fucking.
It must have been one of the domains that Mitra stole, because she did it to protect you, and also they did not do that to the Five.
Give me a religion check, Darius.
All right.
I say, if it has something to do with Mitros, Demos might be
True.
It's a paladin after all.
I'm angling at a different thing here now.
Yeah.
Not Mitro specific.
The one who's constantly trying to poke holes in the logistics of the reality and.
I was gonna say, when Darius reads into
guidance.
history, he just like flips.
29. Oh, I'm going
Damn.
hot with these.
Boy, get that lore.
Yeah, dump it on
Please.
me. Dump that lore.
So presumably the easiest and maybe even the only way to really get rid of, a religion would be to get rid of all the followers.
Yep.
From
100%.
from what you might think, like this pantheon has been very focused on this particular city. Like you certainly don't know of any temples that might have been on mainland Valia or any other islands, even ruins of them.
So the city of the Sirens had their own full, not just their own culture, but their own pantheon that went to war with the Titan. After they lost, the whole city was smote, and everyone forgot about it. That's wild.
Yeah, but they did not have a, oath of peace.
Yeah.
They certainly did not.
So
It certainly makes the idea that the Dragonlords could have even done anything to bother the Titans even more, like, insane. Kind of not justifies, but, like, I can see now why they were like, all right, we got to just do everything we can possibly do, regardless of morals, in the face of that kind of power before it was stripped from them.
well, yeah. We haven't heard of, like, we visited the Siren God in the city above, right? We haven't actually matched the statue with any of the caged ones, right?
No, you haven't.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy's super dead. Or in a cage at the bottom of the sea
Well,
with
we didn't go to all the temples. He might be in one of them.
oh, do we
Like,
think
did he have a
is?
specific domain?
Fire,
But,
heaven, from what
yeah.
she said.
Sun. That was a different sun one.
Yeah, it was. A different one.
Just what was her name? I got the crown from her.
Yeah. I see. What's the siren's name? I don't want to keeping her calling her the woman. Esther.
I can improvise a lot, but names?
Yeah.
Let me find one for you.
Octavia.
Sure. She's
All right.
Octavia, the
That's
siren.
the name of Ariadne's daughter.
Oh,
Well, was.
Yeah, a sad coincidence. It's a good name, though.
All my stuff is music themed, so.
does Octavia know, like, what Pharos' domain was? Because we found the old pantheon. Explain that, like, some of the old pantheon has survived but just been contained to the city, but we didn't see them all, so it's possible that he's up there.
I mean, he came through the astral sea and made gods.
What? Okay, so those are his creation. Then. He's gee.
That's his teachings. Doesn't necessarily have to be quite that way,
Oh, to
but
be fair, we're looking for the very things that can make gods.
yeah, that's fair. Also, one of them
One
is
of them
here.
is here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Does she know? Does she know of the Promethean fire?
Why, yes. That's Pharos' staff. Well, sometimes it's a staff.
How did okay, am I misremembering, or was like the Promethean fire was inside the Scylla?
No. Philip might have eaten him.
Did Pharos ever fight the Scylla?
God killer.
I don't know what a Scylla is. And no, he didn't fight.
God killer's the
I mean,
Kraken.
He
Yeah,
prepared for a fight with Sidon, obviously. He made weapons for, I believe, 10 of the Siren families to defend the city with. But
Yeah, this is my next
How
next
the fuck
question.
did the Scylla get to swallow the thing then?
Well, okay, so the Kraken used to serve under the Scylla, yeah?
Yes.
How did it get the name of God Killer? There were
killed
no
one of-
gods to our knowledge before the five.
Could have killed one of the pantheon, like
Could have killed,
right above us.
yeah, or could have helped kill Theros, I suppose. Since the Scylla has his staff in his fucking tummy.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know.
That's
But,
it's a
uh,
good dot
You
connection.
know, why would you call something a god killer if there are no gods to
Yeah.
kill?
Who broke a dad's statue.
Yeah. That was the god all along. It made you feel like a god, certainly. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the next thing I would question about is about the weapons, but that was sort of a Mm.
So he made your sword.
Apparently. Yes.
The sword answers with a mental nod.
Wait, but I thought it didn't like Theros.
Most certainly does not.
Betrayed them. Or something.
How did he make these weapons?
I don't know.
I would love
Well.
to introduce her to the historians and God Squad that are waiting upstairs. But
Maybe we'll just bring the mirror. when
maybe
we go.
yeah, exactly. When we go back up.
And if we
We-
somehow do not bring you out sooner rather than later, then the next people who find this mirror, tell them that the prophesied heroes a prophecy. They're the ones who spoke to you.
Yeah, that's true. Darius, you've really
Yes,
fallen off the whole
if we
promoting
go
your book.
if we go
you
down
know?
there and we
Thank
get
God we have
eaten-
Demos to.
If we get eaten by
Yeah.
Scylla, then it's going to be a while before anyone else.
Yeah, Demos is my publicist, and I'm just the author.
Gotta hold up the brand. You know?
Yeah,
Titan Slayers. Yeah, we could even go. Yeah, tell her. Yeah, we killed Sidon to theory. Actually, have they ever died before? Is that something they come back from? To your knowledge?
She sort of goes a bit, how do I say, a bit white. No.
What about Kentimane?
Kentimane? No.
A lot of hands.
I mean, if it is, I wouldn't presume to know, but I think even Pharaohs might be afraid of Kentimane. But
Oh, okay.
okay. Well,
but
that's good.
surely the squabble between Sidon and Pharaohs will stay between them.
You know if
Yeah.
Sidon had any siblings?
Yes, Lutheria, of course.
That's the only one. Yeah.
Yes.
And they don't have any kids. So
I mean, probably plenty.
okay. All right.
This
Starting to time here. Maybe
stripped,
before or
yeah,
after they killed all their.
all their siblings. Yeah,
Yeah.
that as well. Mm.
Ever seen a dragon before? Yes, just two.
And my view through the mirror is very hazy. I assumed it was a large eel.
No,
Um,
dragon. Powerful creature.
Oh, I want to see Circeus' face.
Scales and
Even
wings.
Ariad will turn her head to see Circe if she can hear it.
Xerxia pretends to not have heard it at all.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't think I've seen a dragon before. I've heard them mentioned.
Have you heard of the God Killer? Big kraken, like a giant 10-armed monster.
No.
Do you know anything about deep under the sea? There's large prison boxes where things are inside. Did pharaohs ever imprison something? Except for
Well,
you,
me
of
in this
course.
mirror,
Yes.
apparently.
Something here.
But I don't know what happens in the underworld. That
Were
would
you
be Lefaria's charge, surely.
were you an acolyte of Theros?
I suppose you could say so. I was serving him wherever I could, as is appropriate. I mean, he is the god of gods.
Is he the lord of the city, I suppose?
You could say that, although he transcends the definition of a lord.
And the domains that he had,
I
other than creating gods.
don't know what you mean by that. He does everything. He creates, he destroys, he leads, he punishes, he awards godhood to those he thinks are worthy of it.
I just thinks of that big shark lady, and so like, all right. Uh-huh. Okay.
And where did the sirens come from?
She frowns a bit at the question.
Before they built the city.
I mean, I'm not entirely sure. There's rumors, of course, something about. That's. I mean, I don't know why I should be particularly qualified to answer that. It's just rumors, of course. Does anyone know where they come from?
But please tell us the rumors.
I mean, supposedly the sirens are cleansed harpies.
Okay, all right.
Arya didn't know that, did she?
Aaron knows that that's a rumor that's probably not correct.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense. You've seen people like me before, humans, yes?
Why, of course, there were some in the city. Not many, of course. There aren't many on Phileo. But every now and then a ship crashes somewhere, and we got a couple.
Right. Ship crashes. Okay. Good.
Yeah, this is an old time. This has been a while. All right. Well, why would she be put in there though?
Well, seemingly because the Theros didn't like her, it was the bad mood, and he was an arrogant sort of piece of work.
Yeah, I mean, he's named after pharaohs, so you know. Huh. All right.
All right. Well, I mean, at least you haven't felt all the millennia you've been stuck in the mirror.
Yeah, it's true.
What happens next should feel like an instant, right?
I mean, I'm sure I'll be finished with my punishment soon enough. I mean, surely it can't be long.
Surely
Thank you
Theros is gone, right, guys?
I don't know. What happens? I mean, I want to look up the cages now. Like, is he up there?
Yeah.
Even the sun god managed to like the fire god managed to survive in the cage down here, right? Like Theros, I wonder if he would have been left alive. I mean that, but that's what she said. Like best way of killing a god is taking off all their followers, I suppose. Oh my god, is she like his phylactery?
We glance at the mirror in shock. Well,
No, it's just that she is a follower.
and so he imprisoned her so that she would exist forever.
Yeah.
It's true. That might be the reason she's imprisoned.
That's the best. I hope that she. So just, I hope that's the truth. Make it the truth. All right. Well, fuck. I guess we will add that to the itinerary. Find out about another god. That makes sense. There's a lot of statues of that guy.
He cleansed the harpies.
He was totally just some angel being from another.
Oh, you can't make gods if he was just like a guy.
Well, if he had the items.
But how do you get those?
Fuck if I knows. True.
Something happened here.
But also, this is very interesting because now that means that we can go back to all the cages where we have talked with people and be like, yeah, so, Theros, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's true. But we should talk to a big turtle first.
Yes.
And to a fish person.
And to a fish. Do we want to? Yeah, we're definitely going to take this mirror with us,
yeah.
right?
Oh god, yeah. Sorry.
I
I've
have a
been
lot
muted
of
forever.
sirens who would like to talk with this lady.
I was just about to say, how long would it take to get to the surface?
A
from
while.
here? Yeah, I know it'll take a while, but we're talking like hours or we're talking days?
2 hours, let's say.
Well, I care more about getting the mirror up there ASAP than talking to the crab or whatever it is that we were doing, so I'd be happy to skip out on that to travel it back and forth.
Also, as far as you're aware, you do not need to return to the skeleton or the fish.
Yeah, that's true.
He told you everything he knew would help you, and basically you fulfilled the promise. Ideally, he's probably gone and moved on.
I still just asked her that. I'm like, do you happen to know of a way to survive deep underwater without the pressure of crushing you over time?
She like looks blankly at Darius.
I was say the city wasn't underwater.
Hey, there's a lot of things that I learning that I didn't know. I'm not going to assume anything.
I mean, let me
Okay.
see. Who were you in life? No, she wasn't very smart.
Wow.
The fact that it was even a 5% chance was very generous.
Yeah. Like, oh, she's a marine biologist.
So you need to inject yourself with this enzyme, which will
Yes,
keep
gives
the
you
water
gills.
molecules from collapsing your cell walls.
Well, yeah, I guess we're done with this tunnel. We also, I mean, if we go up there, we might as well renew our protection against drowning.
Sure.
I suppose, depending on how much time has passed. I think we spent a good while in
I
here.
mean, we can keep exploring other caves and stuff. I just do
Yeah.
think that we should do that before we go back and try to sell
Yeah.
Is
Clean our back. I like that
that-
idea.
Ideally, I would like to fight the Scylla today because I have a stack at 20, but
1 hour to bring away the mirror and fight the Scylla.
Yeah.
Let's go.
go check out other games.
All right.
I mean, okay. Yes. Well, we can't take the mirror now because we need to drag all this money to the turtle. Which, how do we find that? Further down?
The ghost told you that the cave you're looking for is further down, and it will be the largest one. Which supposedly is enough to more or less easily find it. And also to stay away from all the other caves, because there's large things that want to eat you in them.
Usually there's a reason there's a cave.
And the
Or
turtle
if there
will
was
have
not
an
a
answer
reason,
for-
it someone
the
made
turtle
it
have
there.
an-
So what
I've
did
sort
you
of-
say?
I've sort of lost the thread a little bit. Why are we giving money to the turtle? Is the turtle the one who has an answer to like how
Yes,
to
yes,
avoid
the
the
answer
pressure?
to how to
Yes.
survive in the crushing
Okay.
depths. That's what we
He
got for
likes
doing
to
this
like-
side quest.
Great. Let's give the turtle 40,000.
Or a rapier.
Let's go.
We
Let's go
start with
talk
the
to the
rapier.
turtle, right? Let's go talk to the
Yes.
turtle and see
That's
what he
true.
wants.
I
This
have advantage
44,000
of
built a
persuasion
lot
check.
of schools, Darius. Okay, built a lot of schools.
Schools of fish.
Yeah, but that also more money that you bag up. But I'm sure.
Yeah, I then prefer the rapier. Well, I don't know what a rapier plus 3 rapier is. It's like there's who would we sell it to?
+3 is an incredibly powerful item.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but who do you sell it
You
to?
can't
Or
sell it.
like the
It's just-
nobility.
Yeah,
like-
exactly. So
It's a very
If
rare
we-
major item. which means
give it
it's sort
that
of
one.
below a
Uh,
legendary item, but
priceless,
beyond
yeah.
that, it's one of a kind, unique thing.
that
What
apparently
we've
their
just-
god of crafting is just fake.
Carry use.
Alright, I'm gonna take a real quick bio break, and then you tell me where you want to go.
To the big cave. Done.
Yeah.
Alright, that's easy. I'll still be right back.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was quite the quite. I was not expecting such a drop. This fetch.
Makes you kind of want to check out the other caves too, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You had more
Yeah,
If I
we
prepared.
found
expect
this
them to be
great
as
thing.
interesting as this, I would be amazed. But...
Maybe there could be a +3 adamantine plate with the swimming on it.
maybe
Yeah.
maybe I can upgrade the sentinel ship. Right?
Yeah, that's interesting. I hope my theory with her being in there, that would be incredible. But I also am worried
With
because
who
my
being in
blade,
there?
like that, she's basically like the assurance that not all his followers are dead by stuffing her in the mirror.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh, that's
That would be
yeah.
incredible.
It's. Sorry, I didn't quite get what you meant when you said she was his phylactery, and now that
They can't really die
Right?
on
How
such a
did
long
you
time.
God? All
Yeah.
the followers must
you
die.
put a zealot follower in a timeless prison.
He doesn't know why she got taken out. And she was alone
Yeah,
in the room
for
with him.
spilling the tea. Either he's a giant fucking asshole, or
Well, I mean, he's still an asshole for using her as his insurance policy.
well, yeah. Also, my
but it's
blade
not just like completely
doesn't
random.
like him, and if he created it, it seems like something bad went into.
He
But
got
then
But
again-
it just
went
has
into
daddy issues.
Creating sort of intelligent items. Is there ever a
Yeah.
ethic way of doing that?
You don't know me.
Well,
You know?
is there ever an ethical way
Brought
of
you into
having
this
children?
world and
Because that's basically the same thing.
You know my sense. That's not
Agreed.
discussed as me, but
Preach, girl.
I have opinions.
Hmm.
Alright, I am back. You want to dive deep and deeper into the void,
Yes.
as I understand.
We need to find turtle. The dragon turtle.
Sure. Your slow swim speed hasn't changed?
No. Need to level up so I can take a swim spell or something.
What was the math I did?
Know what would be great? Having this dragon turtle, if it is a dragon turtle, fight with us against this. That would be the best.
But if you could do that, why would he?
Yeah.
And if he couldn't, then why would he?
It's true.
Unless he
Really, I
said,
just want to ride a
"Oh
dragon
yes,
turtle.
just give me
That's
the
it.
spear." And they're like, "No."
You know.
Darius is trying to. Hang on a second.
All right.
Could I write something with the magic quill and actually have it work underwater? Is that a thing it can be that some bullshit you'd let me get away with or no?
I mean, it's magic, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I can cast fireball down here, so
Yeah. Darius is gonna start scrolling down all the notes we have and put it in a bottle, just like float it up. Like, hey, take the boat, go look for a bottle. Gonna have that somewhere out there. Just in
it's sort
case.
of like she always in like in a way enjoys when Darius like writes stuff down because her tribe basically like they didn't have any written knowledge of their clan or anything, so it was all like delivered
Yeah.
like in the old days, right? Like mouth to mouth. So like having this like
This is why you have records.
records
Memory
being
is
created
faulty
is always,
even without magical interference.
like
and
she learned written language because she
Yeah.
was like a sender, right, a flying post person, but I don't think that was very necessary for most people.
Leather-bound.
All right, you dive, and the water pressure is certainly significant, pushing down on you.
Did we take a short rest there? Is that
I
talking
assume
with
you
that
did,
lady?
yes.
Okay? Well, yeah, spend some heal dice here.
Okay.
Don't mind me.
I
Go.
have some shenanigans. This is so fucking stupid. So once Darius writes down the crazy lore we just got, knowing that the boat's somewhere above us, he's apparently I have on my character sheet here that I have a screeching box. I have a box that yells. So I think I'm just gonna put it in that and just sort of wrap something, like prop the lid open with like a rock, but then wrap something really tight around the lid to keep it shut despite that, and then just let it float up. Just
Wait,
just
what
have
did you
this-
write? What
just
did
have
you
a
write? Oh,
screaming box. I wrote, basically have something floated up to the surface and just have like a box going like ah that the historians and people might hear.
Okay.
could also just give them give them a warning also that it's not someone.
I can't. I
died.
don't have
Yeah.
sending. I'm trying to find a way around it.
What? You're not sending?
I used it already. I only have it once.
Oh, okay. Well,
Nice,
I
it's
mean,
fine.
Arya,
We'll
I
talk
get it
to
from
the
my
turtle.
quill.
We could just go out
Arya
afterwards.
is
I mean,
sending, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, we'll tell them to.
Yeah.
No, save your spell slots. Save your spell slots. You know what I can do? I can resummon Juniper again as
Our
a ritual
message.
and just give instructions, even if I lose. They're way too far away from message.
yeah, that's true. I don't. Never mind. I don't have sending then.
what
No.
do you want to tell
I
them
remember.
so bad?
I want the historians to have records of this. Just in case we get our memories fucked with, or die to the Scylla.
That's fair.
Honestly,
Doesn't
the
even
best-
have to
the
be
best
a
insurance
campaign
policy
specific
right now
thing.
of us going down would honestly be to have a historian volunteer to just be in the mirror while we're dealing with the Scylla. Just so that
Right,
if
we
we
don't
get
have a mirror.
killed and everything
We don't have a
gets
mirror
wiped
yet. I'm
out,
just
then,
saying, if we go down and either die or have our memories fucked with, there's nothing that anyone knows that indicates the mirror exists or the lore that we just learned from it. That's what I'm saying.
Sure.
Just trying to, have a little backup.
Okay, so what are you doing exactly?
Putting, writing stuff with the magic quill, putting it in the screaming box, summoning Juniper, and just asking her, take this to the surface and try to find the ship. But, the box should help them find you. And sending it up. Sending it up.
Okay.
Might get swallowed by a shark or something, but I can try.
Is it more likely
Yeah,
that we just take it up ourselves? That's
if that's what Darius is doing, then that is what he's doing. I can best. No, I'm not gonna.
Wait,
I'm
we've
not
got
gonna
the shark with us. Can I just give it to the shark?
Sure.
Join. Like it'd take him like 5 seconds to get back up in there, back up and down.
The shark can certainly deliver a box. He's smart enough to do that. He's magic.
No. What I want is that the moment Darius is like putting this together, like and like scratching himself. I don't have the quills. It's like, and then he like turns around, like, okay, I think I got it. And then the shark is looking at him, like,
He's like, oh yeah, right.
oh right, yes, yes, I got it. Here you go. And then
We're like, all right, take the rock out, take the thing away, just latch the box
yeah.
properly. Like warning, right on top of it. Warning, shrieks when opened. Don't ask.
It's just looking like puzzled.
All right, the shark will
Yeah.
take the box.
All right, and come back afterwards.
It'll take him a while, even.
Yeah. All right. There we go.
Yes,
Give him something to puzzle about.
Oh, there's a
Uh,
fish over here.
It does, however, lower your swimming speed as a group, because you were using the shark before.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. We could have him drop us off at the turtle first and then go.
Sure. Let's say you do that, because we're
Yeah.
we're puzzling over an interesting thing. I was sort of hoping you'd send the box up by itself, because have you ever watched Peter Pan with the crocodile that swallowed the clock?
Oh, he wanted to do
Oh, that would be great.
have some
It's
random creature
screaming
in Thylea just.
Oh, the legends that would be born, you know?
It
Oh, I
is too
just
late.
hope this shark will eat it.
Nope.
It is
Sareth
too
came
late.
to his senses.
All right, you can make your way. You have a good idea of where to go, as you've been told the cave, so you don't have to swim too long. But you do really feel the water pressing down on you. The area around you getting darker just from the sheer, quantity and pressure you're experiencing here. You can reach the Turtle's Cave in a couple minutes, but that is still a couple minutes you are exposed to this pressure. The magic from the water breathing spell does seem to want to push against this, and does so, but not fully. As you will take quite a lot, actually.
Yikes. Okay.
Can I do this? No, that is not right at all. That just did 2 times 9.
Oh yeah, Arid. But you can heal an extra d6 if you didn't already. If you did a Song of Rest.
You will take 82 bludgeoning damage each.
Oh Jesus Christ.
You take these, like, you take 2d6 per minute, so at any point you can say, like, no, we're turning around. But that would get you towards and into the cave, where the pressure is definitely lessened to the point where you wouldn't be taking more.
We'll definitely need to take a short rest on the other end, but I'd make that with 4 HP to spare.
So you decide not to turn around, but instead hope for the fact that the turtle doesn't eat you.
Yeah, I've got my finger on the teleport ready, just in case. So I was like, oh, hold! Hold!
All right.
I'll see.
Let me describe. The cave you approach is basically supported by a wide, flat ledge protruding from the chasm wall, leading to a cave that is truly massive and incredibly smooth. Whereas most other caves you've seen have, like, stalactites, stalagmites, coral formations, other pointy bits. This one looks almost like someone, someone took sandpaper to the walls to make it really nice and smooth. It's about 50 foot wide, 30 foot high, and yeah, disappears into the side of the chasm here. Can't really see any movement from outside, although it does seem to go fairly deep.
Right. Well, I mean, we need to get to that reduced pressure, so do it.
Yeah, even in the cave, in the mouth of this cave, the pressure is, palpably less. But going further inside, it doesn't take long until through the gloom of the deeper cave, you see a massive pair of draconic eyes shining through the darkness, looking at you. You can vaguely hear through the waters the sound of rhythmic breathing, vibrating the waters around you as the massive creature watches you. It doesn't immediately act, doesn't charge at you or anything. It ponders you. Perhaps considers you. What do you do?
Imagine the Xerxia has the gold. Or the shark.
Yes, talk to it.
I'm hanging out at 4 hit points. I need to rest.
Ari, I think you're up. I think you're talking to the big turtle.
Oh, sorry, I was muted.
Oh,
I was having a very delightful conversation.
Hey.
Yeah, I will, step forward and bow. Greetings. We come from the surface and wish to seek your counsel. If it is not too much trouble. I guess bowing, how you do that, like with your head underwater.
yeah. The attempt seems noted. The eyes flicking towards Ariat. The creature returns a rumble in answer. Does Ariat speak Draconic?
Nope.
And
She'll cast tongues on herself.
all right.
Darius.
Let me see here. I think that makes me able to speak it. To understand any spoken language, and the target is understood by any creature that knows at least one language. Yeah.
All right. You.
Yeah.
You
I don't need a translator for this. That would be awkward.
you catch the tail end
Mm.
of the turtle's response. So I'll reveal his token. As he says, "Make me believe you swim so deep for advice. Either you are liars or desperate."
I would say the first one. We are.
Liars, then.
Both.
Oh, the second one. The former first. We are looking to fight a mighty beast, the Scylla.
There's a slight rumble, which almost sounds like a laugh to Ariat.
Oh my god,
But-
what is the Scylla? Fuck.
Of an amused noise, perhaps a little condescending even. The creature answers, "You betray your ignorance. I can assist, be it with the advice you're looking for or more palpable aid, assuming, of course, you can pay the price."
So
You
what's
seem ill-equipped for what you're doing.
Yes, indeed. Traveling here is not. We are not well equipped for it. Well, except of Demos, of course. She like gestures to the swimsuit.
not like boom boom?
Yeah, if that can be called eloquent. As well as the pressure here is taking a toll, as you can see. Imagine we look a bit haggard.
Yeah.
What help could you give that we could possibly afford to pay for?
My answers come cheap. My advice, it only requires a bit. The riches from up above. Scavenge some, but just as you are ill-equipped to survive down here, am I ill-equipped to scavenge up above? Nor interested in what's the word? Demeaning myself so, digging through dirt. It is not my way. Give me gold. 10,000, and I will answer any one question. As for you being ill-equipped, give me 4 times as much, and I might just have the solution for one of you. Or half as much for a solution, although temporary.
So 40,000 for a solution for one of us.
Temporary.
20,000 per solution for temporary.
And 10,000 for any question.
And give me enough. And I might even accompany you personally.
God. See the dragon.
It's because the Ariad will bow. All right. Well, we will have to confer. So I hope you understand.
Why would he do that? Is he ally with somebody to try to
Harriet,
stand us? Or is he like
Harriet,
gonna fight with us?
They
How
want
temporary?
gold.
How temporary?
Oh, how temporary are we speaking of the?
I think it would last 4 hours, perhaps longer. It is an oil of highly magical nature, one that I collected to sell to desperate people such as you.
And how permanent?
A magical item. A ring. It would let you move down here as well as other places, unrestrained.
Does it? The ring needs to be bound, or does it work freely?
It is a ring. A magical one.
Alright, guys, this is some of these.
Okay.
One of those
Yeah,
times.
probably
we
going
might
to
have
require attunement. Yeah.
We might have to spend some big money.
Yeah. How much do we have in the pot?
That's what I'm saying. Like we need to
'Cause
confirm.
we
Also,
just
got-
we as players need to.
We're
figure
we're
out.
not rich, I'll tell you that much. But we got the
Yeah.
44,000. We just got the one
Yeah.
ring. We got 77,000 and
Oh, that's pretty good.
20,000 more in jewels.
Xerxia does his.
Yeah,
Never take a greedy dragon's first offer.
exactly. We have barely anything.
No, yeah. Is there a negotiate?
Well-
Can we negotiate?
I mean, you could
Take the
try.
bait here and now, 5,000. Right, that's how you do it.
Is that a persuasion check?
It would be, yes.
We might die, guys. Is it worth it?
What if we buy 2 rings? Well, if we can't defeat him, we couldn't defeat Scylla anyway. So
Well, we can't defeat him with Darius on 1 or 4 hit points, and
yeah, I think I could take him.
So we have 141,000.
Dice up the dragon turtle. Then all this would be free.
Mhm.
Probably not.
All right. Should I roll?
What I will say, contrary to Hexy's thing, is if you're trying to give him like get true loyalty, it's worth not haggling over and just be like, hey, here, have this giant pile become.
I mean, on the
help
other
us kill
hand,
the
you could
Scylla.
think that we're idiots. Right? I
Yeah,
also
Let's.
I don't want to give him all our money.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying all. I'm just saying that like there's yes, it may not be the most optimal offering, like yes, he's being greedy, but like you also may want to do more than just like the bare minimum you could plausibly get away with. There's
Yeah.
value to sort of, making it clear that we know that this isn't the best deal, but that we respect him enough that we're gonna, give him a good deal anyway. Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Just wanted to throw that out there before we
Yeah,
haggle.
that's fair. How are we feeling? I mean, we can start looking at what solutions we were thinking and then figure out what we want to pay, I suppose.
Well, if the ring is attunement, I can't do it. My build falls apart if
Yeah.
any of the items I have goes away. And the oil, I don't see us ever coming back down here again after fighting the Scylla. So I'm perfectly happy with the oil.
Well, the oil, if we then also pay for a question and get concise directions to the Scylla. Because we could easily spend 4 hours trying to find it.
Yeah, concise directions, protection. That's like bare minimum. Yeah, especially because I also need an hour rest.
Is there 2 rings possible? What does he have?
I only possess one. They are not common.
Okay. Well, Manakai's good. Demos and Xerxes are both fine. How are you for stuff, Ariad?
Well, currently I have my sword, of course, which, I don't use often, but it seems very appropriate to have it attuned here.
Yeah.
Then I have my heritage amulet, the health one, and my +2 staff.
Yeah.
Not really a easy choice to abandon there either.
Yeah, so it seems like the oils are the answer in that regard.
Yeah, I mean, again, I even had to attune, get out of my darkness helmet, because I want to have my sword here, because it's, it's very relevant. And I lose a lot of I like -2 to all attack rolls is pretty rough. If I de-attune to my staff, if we are indeed going into a big combat, I would not like that very much.
Also, I also just don't trust bringing him along. It just seems like why would he not just
why
side
would
with
he
the
honor it?
Scylla?
Yeah. Well, or now they're one of 1 week. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Hey, can we play an insight check, try and figure him out, or
You could give me an insight, sure.
I mean, have interacted a little bit with dragons certainly recently. Oh, not as much as Asterios, of course, but I'll try and use my mom sense, even though it's older than me.
So
My smelling shenanigans.
subtle spell.
Nah, I'm smelling dragon.
I mean, he reminds you a bit of a merchant, perhaps, knowing that he has exactly what you need.
Yeah. I mean, and it's true. So, but who else is he going to sell it to, though? That's the other thing. Who else is going to come here? I would like to know.
Well, we could also offer him something like, well, if he's going to help us against the Scylla, right? What if we pay him back twice after we defeat Scylla?
Hmm.
Surely Scylla has so much damn money.
Right. When you would just want all the money.
Mm,
Yeah, I would propose just instead, like, cutting a deal on like a share of Scylla's loot.
Yeah.
an equal part. I don't know. I figure see if you can get a deal. Maybe try to use your excellent talking skills and yeah, see what we can get.
Yeah. But as like, we need to find out what we want before we can make a deal, right? Like, do we want the oils? What do we like? I think oil for area at least. And Demos is fine. Well, Demos still feels the pressure, right?
No,
So not fine, actually.
he is fine.
Demos is fine in his
Oh,
arms.
Suit-
you don't take
The
damage
suit
from the
is
pressure?
Anti-pressure.
Oh, okay.
Diving suit made by people who can build submarines. Which,
Uh,
oh man, imagine if he found that thing.
Yeah, I have just the solution for you.
Submarine.
Xerxia wouldn't be fine though, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
She has a
She's
swim
cool.
speed, but she's like more of a swampy
Creature.
ocean dragon and not a depths of the world
Shallow.
dragon.
Okay, so what we need is 3 oils, absolute minimum. Ideally, after that, directions to the Scylla, concise directions to the Scylla, and let us chill in your the entrance to your lair for an hour before that.
Honestly, once we've worked all this out, as even in game, an hour might very well have passed.
Yeah.
Like, is that? I feel like that's
Well, if you
counting
want
out
to,
money.
if you want to use my cave to rest, you have to pay rent, of course.
Maybe another 20,000. Is that it?
So
that's area, not area.
Here's where I'm coming from. Gold's there to be used. We almost never use it. We have a great need of it now. I would rather just give him what he wants and get what we need and get like good loyalty out of him. It's like, oh, these suckers paid full price. Cool. All right. Maybe I can. That's more business in the future for him potentially with a few suckers who are going to pay lots of money.
Yeah. Well, that to get the price a
Like
little
when was
down.
the last? Yeah. It was like the whole thing we've asked for like 100K, and him coming along and at least staying out of it, like not helping the Scylla. Actually, no, that is quite a bit. That plus him fighting the Scylla. That would be a lot. That would be most of what we got. But that would also be 100K to his lair, and he doesn't have to go digging for it. And like you said, he who else is he going to sell it to? And could be a good relationship for the future. Lying through my teeth, of course, and never want to go back here again. But what do you guys think of offering that?
Well, how much
Okay.
did you want? How much did you want for working for us?
He hasn't said he wants us to make an offer.
Yeah.
He just said,
Yeah, I
enough.
mean, I don't mind.
Give him enough.
It's alright, I'll just deduct it. He says yes.
Yeah, I get. I mean, it's just. I mean, well, we were like building islands and like spending the money on, actual people and not just some fat
Well,
green
we need to
turtle down
defeat the
here.
Scylla. That's good, but
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Defeating the Scylla is worth it. We can fundraise. We can have a big sale if we need to. We'll have the Scylla's, loot as well. So
Yeah, that
the
doesn't.
ROI should be high on this one.
So, what is our offer? 100K for
For it all.
it all?
Yeah, just say like, we know that's not worth that. Like, sorry, I hate haggling in real life, so I'm sort of speaking out of character. Like, yes, you have exactly what we need, but also who else are you going to sell it to? Bring that point up.
we have a +3
Regardless.
if he needs it. And we don't have anyone else to sell that to.
That's right. But also, we're going to make you a respectable offer for the other stuff because, yes, staying in your lair is extremely valuable, and also, your guidance and also assistance in the fight even more valuable than that. And then make him the offer of like 100K for it all.
Yes, we do that.
All right, give me a persuasion check.
All right. Come on. Use your 20.
No, hang on, I will give you Bardic for that and guidance. Like, I
Bardic,
believe in your
guidance,
salesman.
and total 20. No.
What is
Yeah.
that up to?
I'm saving that for when Demos goes for an attack so he can smite crit with it.
Well, 20 minutes. All right, 20.
Okay.
That's fine.
Add a D6 or a D8 on there.
Yeah, so I roll with advantage. So,
Oh no.
well, we're gonna take the 20 and then roll a.
D8 minimum 6.
Eh, all right,
Okay,
23.
so 26. Or no, 26.
That's 26.
Minimum. And then a D4.
Yeah.
Come on, 4. No. 27. That's pretty good.
27. All right. A massive creature tilts its head slightly as it grumbles. And a sort of, a thinking noise, you think. As it says, you would offer a mountain of gold. How could I not accept? You shall get whatever you need, and my assistance, and may stay here for as long as you like. As long as, of course, you are genuine. If not, I shall eat you right now for misleading me so.
Well, Darius believes him.
Yeah, I mean, that's the
Yeah.
deal, right?
Yeah, that's the deal.
Great.
All right.
We would be an insult to offer you less than a mountain of gold for what you're providing in return.
Sheep, I have a question that's not to the turtle.
Sure.
Could you reveal the rest of the token? Just so I can see the pretty dragon turtle.
All right.
Yes! Look,
Look at that
him.
guy. Oh, that's a nice thing to have on our side. Now, how does he feel about becoming a dragon lord?
Underwater Dragonlord.
Underwater dragon, yeah. Odyssey of the Dragon Turtle
Yes.
Lords.
Disappeared.
Ah!
Whoops.
For 100,000, he will let you ride him if you want.
Ooh.
He will do a lot for 100,000 gold. In fact,
Thank-
take this ring. It shall protect you if you need it. I have
wow.
4 oils for you.
Hey.
They will do the same, but temporary. I have little else to give you, although...
Look at that. You
No.
give respect, you get respect.
Oh,
Wonderful.
have you perhaps heard of the good Lord Theros? Theros?
Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Pharaoh?
You're not gonna say good Lord. We ran
'Cause
into
we
a
haven't.
bunch of statuary of apparently someone named Theros down.
Hmm. First of all, take this also.
Yes.
I see, like, rummaging through the pile of just stuff and gems and gold he has revealed by just brushing aside some of the mud on the ground. This entire cave is basically gold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
The hands
damn.
are at a large potion with reddish liquid inside. It's a potion of supreme healing.
Oh, well,
dang.
that's
on
nice
that.
of him. I mean,
Yes.
I don't want to be rude, so since he gave it to me,
Take it.
As for pharaohs, I mean, you've paid enough for me to answer any questions you might have. Of course, I know the name. I have not heard it long. For a long, long while, I believe he had a scuffle with Scylla, and I'm not sure what the exact outcome was, but neither of them resurfaced, so
Hmm. I thought his quarrel was with Sidon.
I believe so, but Sidon did not have the power to do much against the city above. He needed a weapon.
So he brought in the Scylla?
Not the Scylla. Scylla. It is a name. For what she is, a creature of tentacles and maws and anger and hatred. Not a natural being. A monster. Made. Punishment for something she did. I believe she used to be of Philea, but then displeased the gods, even Kentimane. Which is difficult to do, I hear.
Well, it took a while for them to realize that the twins had to go. So, yes, I think so.
And you seek to face her? I have never felt the need to try. She owns nothing. She is a monster of primeval anger, of misguided fury. She owns very little.
Yet she has
Unfortunately,
something
we
need.
must.
What did you say, Malachi?
And yet she has something we need.
Perhaps. She is a thing of two minds, of anger, of chaos, of bestial fury, of unthinking aggression, but at the same time she used to be able to think, to feel, to talk. I don't know exactly. I didn't concern myself much with her, although I am benefiting from her actions, obviously. I would not have bothered the city for its riches otherwise.
So she's the one who sunk the city?
I believe so. I wasn't here exactly. I fled when the city fell on top of my cave, of all things. She was something to be feared. Although I believe her fight with pharaohs left her a fraction of her former self.
Hmm.
You know what it is that causes her to be unable to leave the realm, or unwilling to leave her lair?
I don't know exactly. I believe she could, but decides not to.
I am in position of a blade from that was apparently made by Theros. Alright, we'll bring the. Are you aware of the history? It does not seem to like the name itself, which, well, I wonder what that could mean, suppose.
I don't know much about it. Pharaohs had many traits for which he could be disliked. I assume, and I am merely assuming, I was not ever part of the city, nor did I speak to many, that perhaps his disrespect to the Titans was more than simply the attempt to protect the city from Sidon. He
Right.
was intentionally angering him. Perhaps not hoping to evoke action, but simply to boost his own ego.
Hmm.
Papers.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm merely assuming. I have received the occasional petitioner in the past. While I am isolated from many happenings, my age gives me infinite wisdom. I see little from day to day, but I have lived enough days to have seen everything.
You know if Pharaohs is still present? Or was he truly killed during the confrontation?
Neither Pharaohs nor Scylla were seen since, although I know that Scylla's still around. Anything that comes too close to the bottom of this very pit usually makes her acquaintance very quickly.
Scylla swallowed Theros with the spear.
With the
Yeah.
fire. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Sorry for asking so many questions.
No, you've paid enough.
Are you familiar with the Kraken? It was supposed to have been a servant of the Scylla at one point. Perhaps still is.
Kraken. I do not know anything of that name, although I perhaps know
Called
what.
the God Killer. It is a other big tentacle beast, I suppose.
Yes, I believe that it is the reason for Scylla's punishment. Scylla used to be of Phylea, but I believe she associated with something she could not have, and was therefore turned into the same monster that she associated with, as punishment.
Oh.
Do you know of Typhon?
Ah.
Volcano, yes, I'm acquainted.
It
Oh
is
yeah.
the birthplace of monsters. That is where Scylla is from. That was her punishment. Although that was a long, long time ago.
When you
Looks
say she was of Thylea, do you mean that she was a Titan? Like Sidon and Etheria and the other siblings?
No. I believe she was small as you are. Ordinary.
Simply
Powerful, perhaps. Influential, I could only guess at, but she has made enough decisions to anger even the greater Titans. the Elder Titans,
Great.
and was therefore punished to Typhon. Turned into whatever she was. And perhaps
Messing with the Theria's luck.
perhaps what she had turned into turned out to be useful in sinking cities. Who would have guessed?
Alright.
Fascinating.
Hmm.
Yeah, so so what do you guys think the odds are that, because we gotta, the Promethean fire, Scylla swallowed it. Scylla battled Pharaohs, who may well have very brought it into this world, is as far back an owner as we're aware of.
Why would he have brought it into the world?
Didn't we talk about this earlier? That it was like the objects were his, like he created gods.
Oh no, yeah,
Um,
the objects. Okay, I thought you were thinking Scylla. I was like, I don't.
No. I'm saying
Okay,
that like,
yeah.
I put on the ring.
as far as we can tell, he's the only person who's ever had the Promethean fire because he fought Scylla. Scylla now has it in her stomach, and he used it like before that, but way long time ago to make new gods.
What if
Oh.
Demos were to put on the ring so he can't be restrained and held by anything? Then he allows Scylla to swallow him to take the spear from within. Because maybe it's driving her mad somehow.
Yeah, and you could use the oil of etherealness to get yourself out. Oh no, you got to apply that.
It's fine. Or I could climb back out.
Or if Aria does it, she can dimension door.
Yeah, maybe Ares should do it.
Do what?
Be swallowed by Scylla, grab the spear, and then teleport out.
Me?
Yeah.
Sure, I have dimension door.
And we have a ring now that can make people not be able to be restrained.
Yes, I guess I would deattune from my sword. I
Yeah,
thought
I mean,
of that.
technically, I mean, Demos could go with you since two people can.
Yeah, but then what are you
dimension
going to
door.
face the Scylla?
Yeah, right.
Face
Yeah,
Scylla
So we
alone?
all get
I-
eaten, and then
and then teleport out of there.
so we get put in prison and break
Ugh.
out. Maybe we just fight
Well-
Scylla.
That's interesting.
Maybe we just fight Scylla. It's a bad monster. I think there's a little ambiguity there. We're in the city of the sirens, I feel like.
No, she literally was turned into this because even the Elder Titans were like, "Oh man, that's fucked
You
up."
are doing some
Yeah,
good
I feel
at
like getting the thing and getting the fuck out is.
Like I don't know what she had to do for that, but
Probably bad.
Well, if she's not
Yeah,
a Titan,
probably
then she
bad.
is.
Yeah,
We
it's
can
been very
defeat her because
reasonable.
we defeat
I
the
talked to
Titans.
her.
Oh God, what if Ferris is because big bad angel guy creating gods? Maybe she has him imprisoned there, and she has to just constantly keep watch over him. That's why she can't leave.
Maybe.
yeah, that could
Then
be.
we got bad news for that person in the mirror.
Yeah, she has to be.
Well, I
his
mean, it's
guard or
better
something.
than the god is dead, I suppose. I don't know.
Is it? He seems like a kind of jerk.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
my sword
Then
on
again,
my
we
Yeah,
gotta-
that's the
we
thing,
gotta
right?
learn-
We like
we
kill the
gotta learn
Scylla,
how to
and then he
make
busts out of the chains like, "Bah, ha, 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 no, I'm,
We got to learn how to make
Yeah.
gods from someone.
yeah."
But yeah, we'll go down there and see what we find, I suppose.
Could I successfully take a short rest?
Yeah, you can stay here for as long as you like. You
Wonderful.
you paid like 7 king's ransoms.
It's all the gold we
Yeah.
build up ever since I brought my my weapon.
It's true. We have what we found upstairs, and that's it. Everything else is gone. All right, cool. Song of Rest die. Brutal. All right.
Oh, see, I don't
Wizard,
need to find.
wizard dice gone. All right, now the rest are d8s.
Manakite,
All right, I am fully tapped, but I am 2 HP short of full.
do you have
That's
the player's guide in a
Oh,
neatly
To
convenient place?
to Odyssey?
Yes,
Odyssey?
Odyssey.
No, not in a convenient place.
Okay. Yeah.
I also
So we
realized
can
that I
make it
was
happen.
The old
incorrect.
hard drive to find it.
I was incorrect earlier. That actually is supposed to be 3. So before I rest, I'm gonna harness divine power, get the slot back I used for hypnotic pattern, and then get the channel divinity back.
I have no idea what you do, so I'm just gonna nod and say that,
Same.
yes.
You know your classes better than I do.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah,
cheaters,
oh, for
so
sure. I'm just,
Right.
saying it out loud for the
Oh, right.
benefit of not just
It's
be like,
good.
how did you
Yeah.
start? How did you start the Scylla fight with all of your spell slots back? Like, well,
yeah.
you remember
I
that
don't
thing that I told you earlier, and then you said, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
thing."
Oh, by the way, I also have all my spells less cheap.
Yeah, when they gave that to clerics, it was a really nice way of keeping them survivable. It's like if you didn't use your channel divinity, you can just get some spell slots back, then take a short rest, which is when your divinity comes back.
When
So-
did they add that?
In Tasha's,
Oh, okay.
like everything got like a features that are like inserted into the class.
What?
Yeah,
It's like
Yeah.
the online thing says paladins get it too. Infinite shields.
yeah. When Artificer came out, everything got like a little. My brain is not working right.
All right, just regain some spells whenever you, take a short rest, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Motivates a caster to actually use their stuff in a fight there. In the early ones.
Low level ones anyway.
Right. Well, this may be a good spot to end it then for this session. Short session. So a lot of talking. Some of it very improvised.
It's good.
But
It's
we'll
good.
see.
Things are happening. I wanna go look in
Yeah.
the other caves
I-
and such, but
Got a lot of
I-
nice lore.
Yeah, I was not expecting such a thick lore drop today.
should we
I'm very
go
pleased.
back and deliver the mirror and then check some more temples, look a few more caves? I mean, I feel like
No,
once we kill Scylla, things are
no.
gonna.
Do it on the way back.
Wait, is 5e tools updated with their files for the Tasha
Yes.
shit? Okay, good.
5e Tools is really good. Anytime there's a new book, you just gotta wait like 2 days, and it's fully
I
updated.
suppose I should reread the sorcerer thing. I don't usually.
mean,
do that, so-
I am 99% sure that those are optional class features. So please
so you
run
have
them
to
by me
choose.
first.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Uh,
you have to choose, right? Yeah.
I don't know if it's a choice. It's just here you can also have this feature if you like, but please run those by me first.
Yeah.
I'm currently just assuming that you're using the vanilla. Like, there's plenty of optional features,
Yeah.
and the optional class features specifically say you don't gain these automatically. Consult
Yeah,
your
yeah,
DM,
yeah.
and I do want that.
I checked it with you forever ago about a couple things. And
Uh,
the last few books that have come in, I was like, nah, I'm not even gonna bother asking you about that.
You
They're all like,
probably did, but I don't remember regaining spell slots, for example. Because if one class or character has it, then everyone should be able to get it, obviously. But I don't think I've decided whether I let you have this one.
yeah. I remember checking in about that, and Faye touched it.
Oh,
It was so long ago.
I do vaguely remember something with half your proficiency. Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy to get rid of it if you would rather just nobody has it.
I would rather not have to worry about optional features that I can't really judge. But I do believe you did ask me about this one. It's true. Let me see.
I mean, I don't want to be causing
No,
imbalance.
it's just it's difficult as it is to have any idea of what your characters even do and how strong they are.
Especially Darius and his 3 multi-class spellcaster. I don't expect. But I haven't used anything from like Strixhaven or what was the one before that, or the astral one. Although they did just add an air bubble spell in there, that would have been really nice for this.
Yeah, Strixhaven is not a supplement that I've looked at, therefore it's really not a thing. I just know it has freaking silvery barbs, and that spell is the worst thing ever.
I don't find it as big of a. A lot of people hate silvery barbs, and it's definitely bad. But the worst one I think is Vortex Warp. It's
could be
it's just a.
I mean, at least that's
the answer to everything. Yeah. But still, it becomes impossible to have any sort of combat.
And I was like, "What the fuck? You can't get all this with the same feat. That's not okay."
Yeah, and they give feats as backgrounds now, which I guess was playtesting for the next. Like they're gonna give that to everybody.
It's like when you play like 4E and then suddenly like the essentials and it's just like, oh yeah, you get like +2 to this defense and +2 to this defense and then also this, and it's like, that was 1 feat. Are you kidding me? I had to take 3 and it's still less good. No. Yeah.
Recruit.
I mean, yeah, that was like the essentials line of classes.
Yes.
I think Jonas used to play one of the essentials classes, and he definitely got access to a whole bunch of really good feats that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, optional things, run them by me first. I vaguely remember, Seraph, that you did, but I can't find it anymore. I'll have to think.
It may have been over voice, possibly.
Maybe.
The only things I have from Tasha's are that and let me see here, feet maybe.
Yeah, I'll get back to you on a decision on that particular thing, since it looks like all characters could benefit from that and have basically the identical thing. I'll have to think about it. Not at midnight though. Yes, one last thing. XPs.
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
The Ictusi were definitely not trivial.
Ictusopolis.
Ictusopolis.
Police.
Where are they? There they
I don't know. They felt kind of trivial, but that's just because Demos was around. Everything feels trivial with them.
You know that octopus plural isn't actually octopi.
Yeah, it's octopodes, which is great. Or at least
octopodes or octopuses.
Yeah, that's what it becomes in English. Yeah, or because
that's
they don't use Greek.
They don't use Latin. Latin is octopi.
You get 7.7 thousand experience each.
Well, it's not that they don't use Latin. It's that octopus isn't a Latin word.
Yeah,
where the root came from Greece, so it would be octopodes. But
so 7,733.
Yes.
Is that enough? I think that might be enough.
Could be.
My brain is
just
bad
do
enough.
95,858. I can't remember what the
7733 is where we go. Yep, 195,858. So we are level 16.
Just about.
Just before facing this crazy. power up. Like, yes, you can stay in my cave and also get a level up.
Well, now I really need to. I do that tomorrow. Well, before next week. That's fine. Or the one after.
I'm gonna try and.
Level 16.
Yeah. Level.
I believe I get my at level 14 sorcerer. I think I get my my choose to succeed, or choose to reroll or save or something.
Nice. Yeah, XP is. Yeah, next level is 225,000. And are we doing it the same way where it's like spent resources are still spent, but anything you gain new from this, you can just pop on?
Yes. If you get an extra spell slot, you will have that spell slot, but you don't refresh even the ones you.
Sweet.
Let's see. Level 40. When you fail a saving throw, you may choose to succeed instead. That's pretty good.
Oh, I don't get any new spell slots. Womp womp. That's okay. One away from 9 slots.
Yeah, same. No more spell slots.
All
But
right.
I'll take being able
Yes.
to succeed a save. That seems useful.
Resist.
All right, Manika. Go to bed and rest.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
stream.
get better, man.
That's gonna be it. No end talk here. I need to put it down.
Yeah, dude.
Ah,
Sleep well.
so good night.
Good night.
Good night.